Hi! I'm just also gonna go live in TikTok. Wait lang. The camera is flipped. It's so weird. I'm not sure how. Hi guys, good evening. I'm just gonna go live then sa TikTok. Hmm. I'm not sure how. Hello. Not sure too if this is going to be. Anyway, let's keep it at that. Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm live in two platforms. I'm gonna do this for the first time. Hi, Ja saw twice. You saw twice? Nakichika, no? Hello. I'm not sure if there's someone on YouTube, but if you guys follow me on YouTube, can visit me on YouTube kasi I'm gonna be sharing my screen there. Pero I'm also going to, let me see it. Hi, Nine Benene. Hello. Okay, we have six people. Let me just wait for others. But yeah, we're gonna talk about November 2024 astrology. Hi, Era. Thank you naman. No, yeah, I'm just putting it on YouTube so that hopefully ma-save tong live stream kasi I'm not sure if nasa-save siya sa TikTok. So, I'm gonna be doing it both on TikTok and YouTube. Hello, ayan. Hi, Aquarius. Okay. Anyway, we have 10 people here. What are we gonna be doing tonight? Actually, we're gonna be doing two things. First of all, we're gonna discuss November 2025. Sorry, joke. 2024 astrology. Alam niyo, kagabi pa ako. Excited ako sa 2025. I'm preparing for the 2025 video. Kasi, and I'm currently doing 2025 transits for other people. But yeah, we're gonna talk about November 2024. And then we're also going to talk about a certain giveaway that I will be doing. So, stay kayo hanggang sa dulo ng live. I don't know, probably I'm gonna be here for up around 10 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna give a free 2025 transit to a lucky person later. I'm gonna do a live raffle lang kumbaga. But don't worry kasi mag-live din ako tomorrow. I'm gonna give away naman a 2025 year ahead reading. So bukas magta-tarot reading ako ngayon, astrology muna tayo. But yeah, let's talk about November 2024 astrology. Yeah, let's start. Even though there are some people here already, sa YouTube wala masyado. So again, if you guys follow me in YouTube, baka gusto niyo akong panoorin doon. Because I will be sharing my screen there, actually. Sa TikTok kasi medyo mahirap mag-share ng screen because there are some problema lang pagdating sa sharing screens, no? Or probably because hindi lang talaga ako magaling sa TikTok studio. I don't know kung may ganun yun or like TikTok live studio. But yeah, let me check. In my YouTube channel, I will be sharing my screen para mas maintindihan ninyo kung ano yung sinasabi ko. I'm not sure though if it's good quality. Actually, punasan ko lang yung camera ko on both. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about November 2024 astrology. Pero as I mentioned, if you guys missed it, I will be doing a giveaway later here on TikTok and kung may nanonood sa YouTube. And I'm gonna give away a free 2025 transits to a lucky person in case you wanna join. But okay, let's talk about first general November astrology. But after that, hi guys. After that, we'll be talking about each rising signs on how this November 2024 is going to be for you guys. And then after that, we're gonna do a quick giveaway for people who will be staying late with me. So sana makisama kayo sa akin at samahan niyo ako hanggang 10 p.m. probably with regards to the giveaway. I'm gonna do it last para lang nandiyan kayo. Hindi niyo ako iwan. But yeah, all right, let's talk about general November astrology, if I'm gonna be honest, November is going to be a very important month. I would even say it's sort of historical. Alam kong medyo OA yon. Hi, thank you. Love you too. But yeah, alam ko medyo OA yung important and historic month. But November, we will have a lot of new things, a lot of very important things happening, not just for ourselves, but also societally speaking. Kumbaga. Wala kang pahinga today. I know. Hi, hi, Gaia. I read for her. Actually, siya yung pinakaunang 2025 transits reading ko. But anyway, going back. Let's go to November 1. First of all, bukas pa lang, medyo may pasabog na tayo for November astrology. We do have a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. Super appropriate for Halloween. Actually, ngayon yung Halloween, right? Tama ba? But tomorrow is gonna be All Saints or All Souls Day. I'm not sure. But tomorrow, November 1, at 8:47 p.m. particularly, yung peak nitong new moon na to, we're gonna have a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. And it's currently Scorpio season, kaya nandun yung new moon natin. But the ruler of Scorpio, which is Mars, all right, in traditional astrology, because I do traditional astrology, it's currently in Cancer, and it's opposing Capricorn. Let me see if I can share my screen on YouTube. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, ipapakita ko siya. Pero if hindi niyo ako pinapanood sa YouTube, that's okay. Kung sa TikTok kayo nanonood, pero they're gonna be sharing on YouTube. So I'm not sure if kita siya. Ayan, kita naman siya. But we do have here, I'm using astroseek.com. We have the new moon here, particularly around 8:47 p.m. This one is 8:05, so medyo malapit na. Let me just put it there. But Mars, the planet of action, aggression, and conflict, is going to be opposing Pluto, the planet of transformations, death, and rebirth. Yes, pwede kayo mag-charge tomorrow ng crystals, don't worry. But this new one is a little bit chaotic. I would suggest that if you're gonna charge, not on the peak of it. So for example, you can charge in the morning if you want, or after na ng peak. So for example, November 2 night na if you want. But yeah, everyone is affected by this kasi Pluto is more of society, not just for our personal selves, no? But yeah, I'm sharing my screen in YouTube kung pinapanood niyo ako sa YouTube. So Mars will be opposing Capricorn in the 29th degree in this particular new moon, which is what we call an anaretic degree. So this is very unstable, medyo nagmamadali, very hasty as we call it. So this new moon may have to do with like secret dealings as well, which is the realm of Capricorn. So overall to ha, this is like general energy. I'm not talking about rising signs yet. But this can be about secret trades, secret dealings, for example, secret conflicts that we're not necessarily going to see kaagad-agad. And it's very unstable and very hasty because of the degree that it's involved in, which is the 29th degree. At the same time, yun kasi yung ruler ng new moon na to, which is Mars. So it's really, really unstable. Overall, tong new moon na to is unstable, chaotic, violent, controlling. So it's not really good if you want to start something new. But it can be good if you want to charge your crystals, for example. At the same time, sa Astro Map natin, if you guys are following Astro Maps, this is very active in US, which is funny. Gusto ko lang i-share for everyone. Alam ko namang wala tayong pakialam, but USA, they will be having their election, as far as I know, November 5 or November 6, but basta a few days after the new moon. And there's just going to be a little bit of a chaotic or shocking as well event for them, for the US particularly. So I'm not really excited on what's going to happen, but it can be a little bit challenging for US overall. Is it a good time to be applying jobs? It really depends on your rising sign, Jules. There will be some rising signs na okay sa kanila na mag-apply on the new moon, but to some, it may be a little bit challenging naman. So you may want to wait for how this is going to be happening for each rising sign. So, kayo magalala, sabihin ko yan mamaya isa-isa. I will start with Scorpio risings. I will be ending with Libra risings. And then after that, we do have November 3. Mercury will enter Sagittarius. In Sagittarius. So Mercury is in detriment in the sign of Sagittarius, meaning it feels foreign. It feels like it's not at its home kasi Sagittarius is the ruler of the opposite sign that is in Sagittarius, which is Gemini. So it really feels foreign there. Hindi niya magamit ng maayos yung resources niya. So it's really uncomfortable. Mercury in Sagittarius is smart. Don't get me wrong. If meron kayong Mercury in Sagittarius, it's a really, really good placement. Pero yung talino kasi ni Mercury Sagittarius is all about finding the truth. It's not necessarily the details of the information. It's not mathematical, let's just say, or scientific. It's more about philosophy, finding the truth, for example. So that will be the focus for this in a societal level. And at the same time, Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, is also in Gemini. So this is a very supportive transit in a way kasi as you can see here, I'm sharing in YouTube. That's why I'm saying if you can see here. Mercury here, katapat niya si Sagittarius, the ruler, the natural ruler sorry, Mercury katapat niya si Jupiter, the natural ruler of Sagittarius. So there is a support on those particular signs. And then on November 4, sobrang daming ganap ng November, guys. November 4, Mars will enter Leo. So Mars, the planet of action, aggression, and conflict, is going to be enter Leo, a very dramatic sign. So Mars in Leo is very dramatic. There's going to be a lot of dramatic actions, dramatic movements all around the world, very competitive as well, very active. And at the same time, Mars is going to stay there for a long time. Aabot siya hanggang next year, you guys, because it's going to be retrograding in the sign of Leo and in the sign of Cancer. So there's going to be something there that will last for a long time with regards to actions and also conflicts related to the matters of Leo. But this can talk about exaggerating, challenging for other people too. And this can be depende din sa rising sign nyo. Maybe you can wait later for how this is going to be. For Mars, magiging emotional ka ba? Not necessarily emotional, but more impulsive, more reckless. It's gonna be like that. Now, let's talk about November 12 because on November 12, Venus is going to be entering Capricorn. So, the planet of love, the planet of aesthetic, values, harmony, is going to be entering Capricorn, a very stern, a very, ano mong pwede nating sabihin word, a conservative, let's say, sign. Will be ruling Venus. So overall, this is very traditional. This is very slow moving with regards to our relationships, to our harmony to other people. It may feel a little bit slow, or it may feel like it's not really that fast moving, kumbaga. So again, I'm sharing on YouTube. Ayusin ko lang to. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use science kasi that's what I use. But yeah, we do have here Venus entering Capricorn. So it's not really, oh, thank you, Sir Rose. It's not really that good with regards to relationships, but it's very serious. So if you're looking at serious energies in your relationship, this is really, really good. Again, ulitin ko lang guys, I will be going into each rising signs right after this. Okay, i-discuss ko naman yon. So, kalma lang tayo. Gusto ko lang i-discuss overall how it's going to be for November. Para yung mga hindi alam yung rising signs nila, alam niyo pa din kung anong pwedeng mangyari all around the world. Kumbaga. And tulad ng sabi ko later, before I end this live, mag-giveaway ako ng free transits reading. So, sana magstay kayo. Sana samahan niyo ako. But going back, actually, hindi ko alam kung paano yung nilagay dito eh. But I'm gonna discover that after. But anyway, let's go as well to November 15 to 16. Kasi ang dami talaga mangyayari sa November. November 15 to 16, Saturn, the planet of restrictions, barriers, discipline, delayed gratification, and maturity, is going to be stationing direct sign of Pisces. Ang tagal niya nang naka-retrograde. Hindi ko na maalala yung exact date, but it's been retrograde, so it has allowing us to rethink, reanalyze, re-strategize our barriers with regards to Piscean matters of like spirituality, entertainment. Let's just say, mahina ba yung internet ko? Is it still loading? Can you guys hear me? Paki-confirm. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Nag-cut ba? Not sure. Okay, sige. So, baka sa iba lang. But I'm gonna continue. Thank you. Thank you, guys. But I'm gonna continue, no? On November 15 to 16, around madaling araw, Saturn will continue naman for us creating barriers and spiritual disciplines for us, and also barriers related to entertainment. So there may be some things that we will be talking about all around the world, to not personally, that can be related to substances, to entertainment, to spirituality, to religion, and overall, even our connection as a whole, kumbaga. So this can talk about migration, immigration overall, and at the same time, this can also talk about conflicts or restrictions that are needed in wider water territories. So like oceans, ganyan, or like sea. So there will be stuff like that that will be happening once Saturn stations direct again in the sign of Pisces, which is something that we have been seeing for the past few months already. Pagdating sa transit na to. Now, following that, actually on the same day, we also have a full moon in the sign of Taurus, and this full moon medyo complicated tong full moon na to. The full moon is going to be peaking on November 16 at 5:28 a.m. Let me just go there here on YouTube because again, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube if you guys want to go there instead. If hindi niyo pa ako fina-follow sa YouTube, bakit? Charis. But yeah, I have it on my bio. I have a link on my bio. You guys click niyo lang yon. It's gonna help you go to my account on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen there para lang din makita yung buong map in there kasi I can do it on TikTok. But going back, we do have our full moon here in the sign of Taurus. So we have the sun and the moon opposing one another. That's how full moon happens astrologically. And themes related to food, to agriculture, to finance, to money, and even actually labor, how hard we work as a society is going to be focused. Full moons are endings, revelations, letting go. And this particular full moon, we have Uranus, the planet of disruptions, chaos, individuality, on the same sign as we have it here as the same sign of the moon. So this is a very chaotic, very disruptive new moon. At the same time, on the same day, or like 2 days before or 2 days right after, we can also experience literal ground disruptions because Taurus is an earth sign. So this can indicate like possibilities of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or even like climate matters that will also affect our world overall. So this can be a little bit chaotic. I just want to be careful around November 16 kasi yun nga, si Saturn din, which is in Pisces, can also talk about matters related to oceans, ganyan, or sea. So, both water and land are going to be affected. Ano YT channel mo? Just search Book of Harley on YouTube. Or if ayaw mo, you can go to my profile here on TikTok. I have a link sa bio ko. Click nyo lang yon. It's gonna go directly to my YouTube. Kung gusto nyo makita yung screen na sinashare ko, which is the astrological chart of that day. Anyway, two more things. Three more chances before I talk about each rising sign. So November 20 naman, another very important transit. Kaya again, November is really important, no. We do have Pluto stationing direct here. Let me go to November 20. It's gonna station direct in Aquarius. Sorry, it's gonna re-enter Aquarius because it is already direct. So it has been going back and forth in the sign of Aquarius for the past few years, pero this time it's gonna enter Aquarius for good, and it's gonna stay there for 20 whole years. So 80 years it's been going back and forth in Aquarius. But finally on November 20, ayan, papasok na siya kay Aquarius. So, if you're an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, especially if you do have early degrees in Aquarius, so that's 0 or 1 degree, this is going to be super duper important for you guys. Pluto is a planet of transformations, renewal, rebirth. So, this is going to be like the shifts and transformations related to Aquarian matters. So, it's going to be a 20-year period. So, hindi to like mabilisan lang na one day na mangyayari. This is going to be important for us sociologically, kumbaga in our society, for the whole 20 years. So, it's gonna be a gradual transformation. Hindi lang siya isang araw. But, this can be shifts, focus on transformations related to technology, or what we're used to, mga nakasanayan natin. Kasi Aquarius is also naturally ruled by Saturn, the planet of restrictions, barriers, discipline, and maturity. Pero unlike Capricorn, where it stayed before, Aquarius is very forward moving or forward thinking. Meanwhile, Capricorn, kasi earth sign siya, it's very conservative. So, there can also be like revolutions that may happen. The last time that Pluto is in Sagittarius, ang daming revolutions na nangyari. We have the French Revolution happening around that time. We also had some Cold Wars around that time. So there will be some re-establishments, some new orders as well that will be happening. But again, hindi lang to isang araw. Okay, it's gonna be for the whole 20 years. I'm probably gonna make a very in-depth video about it soon on my YouTube kasi nga in-depth siya. So hindi kaya sa TikTok. But yeah, this can also spark new inventions, new discoveries. The last time that it was in Pluto, it was like the Industrial Revolution. Sorry, the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius, it was like around Industrial Revolution. So we can expect a lot of that. But at the same time, the last time that it was in the sign of Aquarius, there were also a lot of Cold Wars. So that's something that we can also expect, probably. I don't know if that's scary, but it's probably going to be a part of it as the part of revolutions. And then on November 22, the sun is finally going to move in the sign of Sagittarius. So it's the start of our Sagittarius season na. So happy birthdays to all the Sagittarius people out there. Thank you, Pusa Rose. But yeah, we're going to have our Sagittarius season. Spotlight will be for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius risings like me. So it's going to be there. The sun is vitality, it's energy. So it's going the energy overall for us. It's going to be philosophical. It's going to be adventurous for the next few days. We have here the sun. So yeah, it's going to be fun. However, it can also indicate that we may be looking for truth a lot. In this particular months up until December 22 bago tayo mag Capricorn season. Because following that, a few days after that, Mercury, the planet of communication, mentality, thinking, speaking, writing, documents, will be stationing retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius as well. It happened already last year. Actually, 2025 then we're gonna end the year with a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. So whatever happened or how you guys ended your last year can be the same energy that you will be ending this year as well. So yeah, there will be delays in travel. Not gonna lie, from November 26 moving forward, there will be a lot of misunderstandings because Mercury here, ay makikita natin, it's in station. Right? Whenever we say station, nagre-ready na siyang mag-retrograde. So November 26 is the start that it will station. So yeah, we may experience a lot of misunderstandings, technical problems, a lot of really annoying things, kumbaga, that we can expect as well. So that's the overall November astrology. Now let's talk about rising signs. Pero before that, let me just check your comments, you guys. Sorry, hindi ko masagot kanina because I was on a ramble around November astrology. I'm just gonna read some comments on TikTok. So, may masasuggest ba kayo na pwede mag-cleanse from? What? May masasuggest niyo po ba na mag-cleanse tom ng crystals? Yeah, it can be. I don't have any crystals and wala akong gamit na evil eye bracelet. That's okay. You don't have to work with crystals if you don't want to. We had a misunderstanding na ng long-time friend ko last 3 days. Okay lang yan. If that friend is okay, okay lang yan. Maayos nga din yan. But yeah, let's talk about how this will affect each rising sign. So, if tamad kayong panoorin ako for the whole time. Hi, Anne. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with Scorpio risings, how this will affect you guys as Scorpio risings. Hi, Rhea on YouTube. Hello. Kanina ka pa ba nag-comment here? I'm sorry. But yeah, if you guys wanna see what I'm sharing on my screen, nood kayo sa YouTube ko. Kasi I'm gonna explain there with the chart, kumbaga. But yeah, as I mentioned, we're gonna talk about each rising signs. And then after that, we're gonna have a giveaway. Yay! Sino may ayaw ng giveaway, di ba? I'm gonna do a giveaway and I'm gonna give a free 2025 transits reading to a lucky person. Alright? Di makita yung live sa YT. Really? Bakit? Actually, hindi ko rin sure kasi first time ko to mag-live. So, I'm not sure how it goes. Hi! Hi, Gwen! Hello! Ayan. They're on YouTube. So kung gusto niyo rin sumama sa YouTube, baka mas mapansin ko kayo doon. But anyway, all right. We're gonna start first with Scorpio risings, and then we're gonna have Sagittarius risings, and then Capricorn rising, and then Aquarius rising, and then Pisces rising, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and finally we're gonna talk about Libra. Kaya ganun yung ayos natin kasi it's Scorpio season right now. So wala lang, dahil sila yung bida, unahin natin sila. Alright, so if you guys are Scorpio risings, again, whenever we do predictive readings, we don't look at your sun sign, we look at your rising sign kasi the rising sign is the helm of your chart. Okay? Or wherever your rising sign is, it indicates to us ano yung starting point ng chart mo. So that's where we look at. Okay, so for Scorpio risings, meaning your Scorpio is in your first house, or if hindi nyo pa alam yung rising signs ninyo, go to astro.com, key in your birth details, or maybe even in AstroSeek, the one that I'm using right now. And then look for ASC kay AstroSeek, like this one. So ito siya. Or look for AC if you use astro.com. So let's start with Scorpio rising. So ito, chart na to ng Scorpio rising. So for you guys, first of all, the focus for 2024 can see the YouTube live talaga. I'm not sure where it's going to be seen. Lumipat. Hi, Isay. Kasi dito nasa-share ko yung screen ko. I'm not sure if it's on the community tab or if it's on the live tab. Not sure. Maybe you guys can share yung mga nasa YouTube. Paano kayo nakapunta dito? I'm sorry, hindi ko kasi alam. It's my first time doing it on YouTube. But going back, sige, for Scorpio risings. So Scorpio rising, the focus for you guys, need send link or lagay mo sa bio sa TikTok. Talaga, yung link dito. Hindi ka kasi pwedeng maglagay ng link sa comments sa TikTok. Tama ba? Technologically challenged, Charis. Kahit Gen Z si ako. But okay, next time I'll do it. On Instagram, actually kung fina-follow nyo ko sa Instagram, shinare ko, ayan, tulad ni Gwen, shinare ko yung link sa Instagram. So, kaya i-click nyo lang yung Instagram ko. Stories ko sa Instagram, nandun na yung link. So, if fina-follow nyo ko sa IG, andun siya. Okay. So yeah, going back, sorry. Scorpio risings. The focus for you guys is on yourself, financial stuff, and also your relationships. So first of all, the new moon on the first day of November is going to affect you a lot because it will be happening in your first house. So hindi ito yung chart ng day na to. I'm just gonna explain how it goes, so don't mind the planets there. So again, this new moon for you, there will be a brand new beginning because new moons represents beginnings of a chapter, or like just you beginning something. And for Scorpio risings, this is related to your physicality, your the way that you look, and the way that you present yourself to the world. So this can be identity, this can be your personality, or just really something new about yourself. So there may be some Scorpio risings out there who will be changing some things related to your physicality. But I gonna warn you, meron tayong Mercury retrograde dun sa dulo ng November. So you have just a few days to sort of do salon stuff or like cosmetic stuff. If you guys want to do something like that as a Scorpio rising to, ha. Ayan. Oh, thank you, Isay. Ayan. I'm so sorry. But yeah, all right. On November 1 to 6 naman, so this is going to be a long time. On November 1 to 6, we're going to have Mars in the sign of Cancer around this time. Is it the same? Let me move the date para lang mapakita ko for Scorpio rising people. So Mars, wait lang, let's show the November 1 to 6. Ayan. Oh, wait. Ayan. Okay, so Mars in the sign of Cancer will oppose Pluto here in the sign of Capricorn. So a few days actually on the 5th of November, medyo pupunta na si Mars kay Leo, pero may effect pa rin sa inyo to, guys. So Mars is the planet of action, conflicts and aggression, and then Pluto is transformation and renewal. An opposition, tong red line na nakikita ninyo, it's a balancing of energies. Again, nag-share kasi ako sa YouTube, kaya pasensya na if I'm saying na nakikita niyo to. But yeah, there is a need to balance things related to foreign matters kasi that's where your ninth house is. And also things related to education and relocation versus what are the transformations happening in your everyday routine or happening in the way that you're communicating. If you're a Scorpio rising, tapos hi Yesa on YouTube. If you guys are Scorpio risings, tapos you're currently studying college particularly, so higher education, this can be a little bit of a conflicting day. I'm not gonna lie. Buti na lang may holiday ng November 1 tomorrow. But November 4 to November 6, it can affect your education. You may find yourself in conflict with your schedule, everyday schedule, and also educational schedule as well. And then on November 3, Mercury is going to enter Sagittarius in your second house. Ayan. So there's going to be a lot of focus in learning and regarding matters of your income, finances, sources of income, because that's what the second house represents. So there's a lot more awareness that you will have pagdating sa pera mo or getting more information or document related to your money. So if you guys or let's just say business owners, tapos meron kayong gustong asikasuhin sa business nyo, ito yung tipong asikasuhin nyo yung paperworks around it. On the same day, November 3 to 4, Venus will be opposing Jupiter in your eighth house. So these are both financial houses. That's why there's a lot of focus as a Scorpio rising in your finances talaga. Second house is your personal finances. The eighth house naman is your shared and complicated finances. So this is a very good supportive energy kasi these are two benefic planets. They're good planets technically. So it's a good balancing act, kumbaga. Happy Halloween, Chris. Yeah, happy Halloween. I did this live on Halloween just because. Just because. Who doesn't love Halloween? But anyway, sige. On November 12 to Venus, for Scorpio risings though, Venus will enter your Capricorn in the third house. Let's move there. Um, and yeah, so the planet of love will be giving you more harmony, more positivity, let's just say related to your third house matters of communication, and also your sibling relationship. So if meron kayong kaaway na kapatid, this is how it looks like. So if meron kayong kaaway na kapatid, may possibility na things are a little bit better for you guys, or you may have a lot more understanding, or this can talk about your neighborhood as well. So literally kung ano yung community mo and where you live, and also communication too. And then on November 15 to November 16, Saturn will be stationing direct in your fifth house. So Saturn has been in your fifth house since March of 2023, but it's been retrograde for the past few months, but it will station direct na on November 16 moving forward. So it's gonna implement the restrictions, the barriers that you need. Ayan siya, this is how it looks like in your fifth house. Related to fifth house matters, which are your dating life, your romantic life, things that you enjoy, your pleasure, your hobbies. And also if you guys are parents, this can talk about how you are disciplining your children and also how it affects you and how you've been enjoying life as well. And then on November 16, you guys will have a full moon in the sign of Taurus on your seventh house. So there's going to be some endings in your personal and committed relationships. Don't worry, hindi naman ibig sabihin ito breakup. It's not gonna be a divorce. It's not gonna be a breakup. Kasi it's just gonna be a full moon. It's not really an eclipse that it's really intense. Pero very chaotic kasi yung full moon na to. So, there's a possibility of revelations related to your relationship. So, sometimes this can mean na baka meron kang malaman na related sa partner mo, sa asawa mo, or maybe this can be best friends as well. Or mamaya pala, yung revelations will be happening for you guys, tapos madidiscover ng asawa mo. So, yung mga nag-cheat dyan, may possibility na ito na yung time na mahuhuli kayo as a Scorpio rising. So, mag-ingat kayo. Charis. But it can be that too, no? Just be careful. Hi, Lilith. Finally, I can type na hindi pala ako nakalogin. But yeah, hi, welcome on YouTube where I'm sharing my screen para mas maintindihan ng mga tao. But yeah, on November 17 naman, we have another financial aspect. We have Mercury in your Sagittarius here in your second house. It will be opposing Jupiter in retrograde around this time, no, in your eighth house naman. This is still very supportive, but you may hear news or information about your finances. It will come out, but it's going to be a little bit positive. Or if you have business partnerships, this can talk about a positive business partnership and you sort of putting a contract into it. And then on November 20, Pluto will re-enter your guys' fourth house of family. and your living situation too. So there's going to be transformations. So sa wakas, kasi it's been going back and forth in your home, in family life. But around November 20, moving forward, there's going to be a transformations, shifts happening related to your family and living situation. If you guys have early degrees of Aquarius in your natal chart, for example, if you have 0 or 1 degree Aquarius, be it Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, Venus, Mars, whatever it is, as long as it's not an outer planet like Neptune, Uranus, and also Pluto in Aquarius, um, wala pang Pluto in Aquarius technically. But yeah, you guys will sort of have like a lot of shifts that will be happening on the earlier parts of this transit compared to other people na medyo matagal and gradual sa kanila. And then on November 22, the sun will enter your second house in Sagittarius of your finances. So this is going to be focused on your finances, a lot of positivity that will come from your finances and even your sources of income. Pero few days following that, on November 26, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde in your second house. This is how it looks like. Your sun is also going to be there. So there will be rethinking of matters related to money, delays in receiving money. Bummer to kasi it will happen up until a little bit before our holiday periods, before the Christmas naman. Pero you may actually have some sort of, let's just say, delays in receiving money, or like baka makain yung ATM ninyo. Parang ganun. So you may actually experience that as well. Wait lang before I continue to Sagittarius risings, I'll just check some stuff on my live sa YouTube kasi I'm not sure if this will be saved. Mamaya pala daldal ako ng daldal tapos hindi naman siya masisave. And at the same time, I think there are people messaging me na hindi siya nakikita. So I'm just gonna fix some settings very quickly. But we're gonna talk about wait lang. Okay. Ayan. I'm not sure if it's going to be seen na on my account. If you guys want to visit me on YouTube, okay. But now we're gonna talk about, na-share ko ba yung screen? Ayun na nga, naka-unlist siya. Ang bobo ko doon, no? Ang bobo ko doon. But yeah. Yeah, I was sharing my screen, so baka nakita ninyo. So yeah, I just fixed some settings. Let me check if okay na. Because this is my first time doing a live stream on YouTube. It's fun. It's fun. Pero first time ko to. Na-realize ko lang ngayon na unlisted siya. Super nakakatawa. Hello, Manong. Okay. So let's go again and share our screen. And now we're gonna talk about Libra. We're gonna talk about Sagittarius risings. My fellow Sagittarius risings, come here. Pag-usapan natin kung anong mangyayari sa ating lahat. What's going to happen for us. Hi, Do Hacker. Is that how you say it? Hello. Yeah, it's working na. Medyo tanga lang ako kanina. Gusto niyo yun? Naka-unlist siya. Naka-unlist siya. But yeah, all right. We're gonna talk about Sagittarius risings for November. There's going to be a lot of focus on yourself, your money, and also your relationships as well. First of all, the new moon in Scorpio will be happening in your 12th house here of your mental health. Hi, booming star, in TikTok. But yeah, okay, going back. The new moon will be happening in your mental health, and also in your spirituality. Bakit bigla ako nakalimutan? But yeah, there's going to be a new beginning related to your mental health or how you take care of your mental health, and also related to your spirituality and how you deal with certain problems that you may experience. May possibility din na around this time, if you guys are fellow Sagittarius risings, no, medyo sasakit yung ulo ninyo. So ako medyo inaasahan ko na siya. So if you guys are a little bit sensitive pagdating sa how you guys are on new moons and full moons, kasi ako medyo ganun ako. Medyo asahan nyo na ganun yung mararanasan nyo for this full moon. If you are Sagittarius risings, alright? And then after that, we do have, wait lang, let me just fix some things here. On November 1 to 6, we also have, punta lang ako on that date, we also have Mars in your Cancer 8th house opposing Pluto in your Capricorn in second house. So this is going to be a financial aspect for you. It's going to be a financial transit. What we mean here is that your finances are going to be the one na medyo mahihit naman ninyo. I will be talking about Leo risings later, clear space. And if you want to stay, meron akong giveaway as well later for people. So I'm gonna be choosing 2 people on YouTube tsaka on TikTok. So kung ayaw nyo ng masyadong kaagaw, baka gusto nyo pumunta sa YouTube kasi konti pa lang sila doon. Naka-black screen. Ayan, can you guys see it? No, wait lang. Let me check if black screen pa rin siya. Talaga? Wait, let me check. Dami namang nangyayari. Ayan. Can you guys see it na? I'm not sure if you guys can see it na. Daming nangyayari. Ano ba yan? Hindi pa nga Mercury retrograde sa first house ko. Nawala ulit. What? Ayan, kita na ba? Ang dami nangyayari. I love it. The chaoticness of it all. Okay na? Okay na? Alright. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's go back on talking about November astrology. Alam niyo, titingnan ko nga dito sa iPad ko. Dami ko ng hawak na devices. Oh my God, wait, let me mute myself. Okay, going back. Kita na ha? Kita na yung screen ko. Bakit kapag pumupunta ako doon sa... Wait. Ayan, kita pa rin ba? Can you guys still see it or not anymore? Kita kahit nakaganito. Balik tayo, Sagittarius risings. Alright, for Sagittarius risings, on November 1 to 6, we're going to have a balancing matter related to our second house of personal finances and also yung mga transformations natin on our shared and complicated finances. I'm not gonna lie, this can be a little bit hard pagdating sa finances natin. It can talk about pressure. So meaning nito, around November 1 to 6, the first days of November, you may feel a little bit pressured about certain financial matters. This is both your personal, pati na rin yung shared and complicated finances mo, utang, insurance, loans, inheritance, assets, investments mo. So if I were you, and again, I'm also a Sagittarius rising, be careful sa mga gastos ninyo. And also, it's not a good time to set up certain things related to finances. Pagdating na November 1 to 26 because there may be some chaoticness that you may experience around this time for you personally. And then on November 3 to 4, kapag nakaganito ako, kita nyo ba sa YouTube to ha? Kita nyo po ba ang aking screen kapag nakaganito ako? Because I'm gonna move some things. Can you guys let me know? Just a thumbs up. But yeah, on November 3 to 4, Venus in our first house here in the sign of Sagittarius. Ayan, perfect. Okay. So Venus will be opposing Jupiter in retrograde in our 7th house. So this is also like a balancing act related to your personal matters and relationship. But this is very supportive. Actually, what it means is that there can be something serious that you will be talking to your partner related to your personal development or like the growth that is happening in your relationships too, that you may talk about seriously. And then on November 3 pa, Mercury kasi will be entering, so ito siya, Mercury will be entering your first house of self. So you're a lot more vocal, you're a lot more opinionated, you're more interested in learning or like finding truths in certain things. And this can also be learning about your relationships, particularly yung close and committed relationships nyo, which can be your partner, your lover, your wife, your husband, or maybe even your best friends. And then on November 4, in this particular date, Mars, let me move lang the time, Mars is going to be entering your Leo. Oops, sorry. Di pala siya kita dito. Let's go na lang on the next day. Okay, so on November 4, moving forward, Mars will be staying in your 9th house of everything about foreign matters. So this can be immigration, working abroad, working with foreign people. And this can also talk about education. If you're a Sagittarius rising who is still in college or maybe pursuing master's or PhD, this can also talk about that. No, there may be some conflicts or actions that you need to do related to anything foreign and also maybe related to your education. So yun yung medyo mararanasan ninyo or medyo may experience ninyo moving forward, because the hard thing about this is that it's gonna station retrograde on December, and it's gonna stay in Leo and Cancer for a very, very long time. And then on November 12 naman, Venus will be entering your Capricorn second house. So let me just go there. Uy, dumami na yung viewers natin sa YouTube. Hello! Ka-unlisted kasi kanina. Pasensya na talaga. But yeah, we're talking about Sagittarius risings in case you missed it. But yeah, on November 12, Venus here, the planet of small abundance and harmony, will be entering your second house of your finances. So this is a really, really good time for your finances as well. There may be some good harmonious things that will happen. Thank you, Sol. But yeah, there will be there's going to be a lot of like too much abundance or like harmony related to your finances. So that can be really, really great as well. It's good for your money overall. And then on November 15 to 16, kasi it's a very long process, no? We're gonna have a Saturn stationing direct in our fourth house of family, of living situation, in our home. So it's been in retrograde for the past few weeks, allowing us to rethink and reanalyze certain things related to our family and also our living situation. Bigla ko sinipon. But yeah, moving forward, before it moves to Aries next year, we're going to implement some restrictions and barriers and discipline and maturity that we need within family members, or this can talk about like responsibilities that we will take from family members as well. So you just have to be careful and be disciplined about what you need to do in your living situation and related to your family. And then on the same day, you're going to have your Sun entering your sign of Taurus. So ayan siya. The full moon will happen early. So this is 7:35 a.m. na kasi. But it's still going to affect us for the whole day naman. So there's going to be ending or revelations related to your physical health actually. So if you guys are waiting for like a certain diagnosis, dito mo siya malaman. Or if you guys are waiting some news about revelations related to your workplace or to your certain coworkers, may possibility din na dito mo siya malalaman as well. And then on November 17, we will have a Mercury in your Sagittarius in the first house, opposing Jupiter again in your seventh house. So again, this can be a discussion with your partner that is really, really positive, very supportive. It can be about expansion of your relationship. So this is positive. Communication and support is really going to be good with regards to your close and committed relationships. This can also involve your best friends, no? If you guys are not in relationships or if you guys are not married. And then on November 20, Pluto is going to be re-entering your Aquarius third house. Let me just go there. Ayan siya. So Pluto will enter your third house for a very, very long time. If you are a Sagittarius rising, tapos you guys have early degrees of Aquarius, so that's 0 or 1 degree, medyo affected na kayo nito kaagad, unlike other people who have later degrees in Aquarius. So it's gonna stay there for 20 years. So welcome to the shifts and transformations related to your communication, your everyday habits, your everyday routine, your productivity, matters related to siblings as well will be there, or maybe even around your neighborhood or community, and maybe even related to relocation. Because the third house and the ninth house has to do with relocation. So this can also be an indicator of that. And then on November 22, we're gonna have our Sagittarius risings. Stop, ano matawag dito? Spotlight. Sorry. So, sabihin ko sana stoplight. What the hell? But yeah, November 22, the sun will enter your first house. So it's going to be Sagittarius season. So this is very, very positive. Spotlight is on you and also to your fellow Sagittarius sun people. But you as a rising sign, yourself, focus on your personality. You're allowed to just for a few days kasi on November 26, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde. So let's go there para lang makita mo how it looks like if you're a Sagittarius rising. So on November 26, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde here. So ayan siya yung ST na nakikita ninyo because I'm sharing my screen on YouTube if you guys are watching me on TikTok. So there's going to be some communication problems, misunderstandings, personal petty delays. So ibig sabihin delays or inconveniences are happening dahil sa'yo. Kasalanan mo, technically. So you may experience that. Delays as well in personal plans can also be expected. So that's for Sagittarius risings. Now let's talk about Capricorn risings. So if you guys are Capricorn risings, come here. Okay, pag-usapan natin yung November ninyo, pero inom muna ako ng tubig. So if kakapasok niyo lang, hi. If kakapasok niyo lang, hello. We just finished discussing Scorpio risings and Sagittarius risings because November is their season. But now we're gonna talk about Capricorn risings naman. So if you're a Capricorn rising, oh, not yet. Di pa tayo tapos sa Leo. We're gonna go at it starting from Scorpio rising all the way to Libra risings. So medyo sa dulo yung Leo risings. I hope you can bear with me. But yeah, let's talk about Capricorn risings for you guys. The focus here is on yourself as well, in your mental health, and also in your physical health. Hopefully, ma-save to. Syntax error para ma-rewatch mo na lang. But yeah, okay. For Capricorn risings, this new moon is going to be happening. Let me adjust lang the chart para mapunta tayo sa Capricorn risings chart. Ayan. Okay. Shucks, nag-burp ako. Pasensya. Sarap ng ulam eh. But yeah, okay. Let's go back. All right. A few days. All right. On November moon in the sign of Scorpio here on your 12th house, 7th house. Sorry, this is Sagittarius rising. So, in an hour. Para mapunta tayo kay Capricorn rising. Ayun, perfect. Okay. So we're gonna have a new moon in your Scorpio 11th house. If you are Capricorn rising, again, we're talking about Capricorn risings. So yeah, this is going to be a new beginning on your circles in your network, and also probably related to your manifestations and goals. I'm not saying na dapat mag-manifest kayo around this time. What I'm saying is that there can be a possibility of like a new goal that you may want to achieve or a new manifestation that you may want to do in this particular date as well. Mas resonate po ba sa atin yung rising sign? It's not a matter of resonate, Miss Chloe. Astrology is not about intuition. So wala kang choice. Kung ano yung rising sign mo, it will technically guide you overall in what you can expect for the month ahead. So yeah, it will resonate technically for you kasi your first house is the helm of your chart. It what is driving, kumbaga, parang yun yung manibela ng buhay mo. So it is really in control. But okay, going back for Capricorn risings on November 1 to 6 as well, Mars in your Cancer here in the 7th house, so ayan siya, will be opposing Pluto in your Capricorn first house. So this is a balancing act between these two planets as well. So this can talk about matters that you need to balance related to your personal endeavors and then also related to your personal and committed relationships. And then on November 3 to 4, Venus in your Sagittarius here in the 12th house will be opposing naman Jupiter here on your 6th house. So this is a good balancing act naman relating to your mental health and also your physical health. So this is an expansion of both, or like there will be an improvement in how you're balancing your physical health and also your mental health together. And then on November 3, same day, Mercury will be entering your Sagittarius 12th house. So there's a lot of learnings related to your mental health, a lot of learnings related to your spirituality as well. So you may be learning something new related to your spirituality, which can be really, really good for you as well with regards to taking care of your mental health. And then on November 4, Mars will enter your Leo 8th house here, indicating some conflicts or probabilities of certain problems related to your shared and complicated finances. So for the next few months up until next year actually. So November, December, January, February, it's a bummer because if you are a Capricorn rising, it's not really a good time for you to invest. It's not a good time for you to, how do I say it, to buy some assets or maybe apply for insurance or loans. Pero take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, so kayo bahala sa pera ninyo. But the reason why, it's only because there may be some conflicts that you may experience because Mars, at the end of the day here, is the planet of action. It's the planet of conflicts. Kumbaga, so it may create some conflicts in there. So, ikaw bahala what you want to do with that decision. Ay, what you want to do with that information, kung ano yung decision ninyo. And then we do have on November 12, Venus will enter your Capricorn in first house. So this is really positive for you guys who are Capricorn rising, because there will be a lot more focus for you. It will help you grow. You're a lot more vibrant. You're a lot more attractive. Okay, whenever Venus is in our first house, kahit pa kay Capricorn yan, it's really good for us kasi we feel more attractive in a way. So you can feel that as a Capricorn rising. And then on November 15 to 16, let me just go there. Saturn will station direct in the sign of Pisces in your third house naman. So the continuation of the restrictions and barriers related to your siblings or discipline mo on your everyday routines and habits will also be apparent as Saturn moves forward there, or maybe even the barriers that you need to put with regards to your relationship with your siblings. On the same day, November 16, there's going to be a full moon in Taurus in your fifth house here. So magkakaroon tayo ng full moon. Ayan. So there may be some endings or revelations happening in your dating or romantic life. So ayan. If meron kayong mga niloloko, if meron kayong mga dinidate na kina-catfish kayo, for example, you may actually figure it out with this full moon because it's going to be a little bit chaotic. It's going to bring out revelations related to your dating life or romantic life. If not that, this can talk about your hobbies, the things that you enjoy, what's pleasurable for you, but also related to your children or your need or your want to have children. And then on November 20, we will have your Pluto re-entering your Aquarius in the second house here. So let's go there just for you to see the chart. All right. So Pluto will be staying there for a very, very short, a very, very long time. Sorry. And bring out certain transformations related to your money, to your finances, and to your source of income. Buong 20 years, papahirapan kayo ni Pluto. It will only get triggered if you guys have early degrees of Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. Whether it's going to be good or bad is depending on your natal chart. And then on November 22, the sun will enter Sagittarius in your 12th house, indicating focus on your mental health, focus on your spirituality. However, on November 26, I'm gonna go to November 26 para makita na natin dito, Mercury is going to station retrograde in your 12th house as well. So ito magkasama sila, indicating that there may be some communication problems sa sarili mo. The struggle is internal. Ang kalaban mo dito as a Capricorn rising is yourself. Po dito is sarili mo tapos hindi mo maintindihan yung sarili mo. So there will be things like that. So you have to be kind to yourself if you're a Capricorn rising, particularly on this one. Kakatapos lang namin sa Capricorn rising. Now we're gonna talk about Aquarius risings. All right. So for Aquarius risings, come here. Okay, pag-uusapan natin yung November ninyo. Bear with me. Okay, I'm going to this per sign. And also, as I mentioned, if you're gonna stay with me for a long time, may giveaway tayo later. Ayan na naman si TikTok. Pag sinasabi na naman hindi ako active, wait lang. Let me do the puzzle thingy on TikTok. Ayan. All right. Thank you, Miss A, for sharing my live. Thank you so much. All right. So for Aquarius rising, is going to be on your social circles and overall. So, yung mga nagtatanong kanina na is it a good time to, and so if you're an Aquarius rising and also if you're Pisces rising, it can probably be a good time for you to apply for some jobs or shoot your shot on certain jobs. No? But let's start first with Aquarius risings, all right? So we're talking about Aquarius risings right now. So if you're an Aquarius rising, this is your November. First of all, we're going to have a new moon in your 10th house. So new moons are new beginnings, new chapters happening. So this is happening in your 10th house of career and your public image. So this can be like something new related to your career, baka ma-promote ka, or maybe as well related to your boss, baka magkaroon ka ng new boss, ganyan, or like new things happening in your industry. Dear Julian, di po ba to for sun and moon? No, we're talking about predictions, so we're gonna talk about rising signs. Okay? All right, so let's go to our Aquarius risings again. For November 1 to 6, we're going to have an opposition in your sixth house here, where Mars is opposing Pluto in your 12th house. So it will be a few challenging days physical health and your mental health. So you have to be careful kasi may hirapan ka lang i-balance. Or sometimes it's going to talk about pressures at work, so workplace mo, or pressure coming from your workmates as well that may affect you mentally. So ingat lang. And then on November 3, let me just go to November 3. Um, Mercury will first enter your Sagittarius in your 11th house. So it's a very, very good time to socialize, a very, very good time to share your opinions or like talk to a lot of people, for example, especially if you've been craving activities in your social life and you are an Aquarius, right? It's really positive. However, on November, well, not however, because it's still good. On November 3 to 4, Venus here in your 11th house as well will be opposing Jupiter in your 5th house. So Venus and Jupiter are two very beautiful planets, and opposition between those two things are balancing of those two good energies. So this can be a very enjoyable and pleasurable time for you on November 3 to 4. It's within this weekend, so it can be fun for you guys. It can possibly talk about social circles, helping you feel enjoyment in life again, or maybe baka may pakilala sila sa'yo na i-date mo, for example. Or this can talk about children too, and then your children socializing with other people, and your on November 4 naman, ito lang yung medyo magiging problema if you are married or if you are in a long-term going to be entering your Leo in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, and maybe even your best friends. So, Mars is conflict, it's aggression. So, this can indicate some sort of conflicts or problems or ally, aggressiveness towards your relationship. It can come from you, it can come from your partner. This can also talk about struggles with your best friends or hindi kayo magkaintindihan. So, that can also indicate that. And then on November 12, Venus will be entering your Capricorn 12th house. Let me just go there. Nanonood din ako sa YouTube ko. I think there's a delay happening on YouTube. So I'm sorry if you guys are watching on YouTube. That's medyo delay. But yeah, on November 12, Pluto here will enter your Capricorn 12th house naman. So there's going to be, sorry, Venus. Venus will enter your Capricorn 12th house. So there's going to be a lot of harmony, a lot of good energies related to your mental health and your spirituality. So this is really, really good. So that can be helpful for you. And then on November 16, let's just go to November 16. First of all, we're going to have a full moon in Taurus in your 4th house. So there can be some endings, some revelations related to your home and family life. So you may experience that. Wait lang, as Aquarius rising ba tayo? Ayun. But at the same time, Saturn will be stationing direct in your Pisces in the 2nd house. So there is supposed to be a maturity that is supposed to happen in your 2nd house of finances that you have to be serious about. So if medyo magastos ka for the past few months, ito na yung time na kailangan mong seryosohin how your finances should be. You're gonna be hit by the reality of it. Do you do prayers? Wala po akong Gcash and Gcash. What do you mean prayers? I do prayers for myself, but hindi naman ako nagpapabayad if kailangan nyo ng prayers. I think that's bad. But anyway, going back, let's go to a continuation for Aquarius risings. So on November 20, Pluto will re-enter your 1st house. So for you guys, 2025 is going to be challenging. Not gonna lie. And medyo mararamdaman nyo na yun actually November pa lang. So if you're an Aquarius rising, Pluto will be entering your 1st house. And Pluto is renewal, it's rebirth process. So you're gonna feel this essence of being rebirthed, or parang you being renewed to another new person. But depending on the placements of your natal chart, if meron kang early degrees, yes, may effect to sa'yo. Pero if late degrees yung meron ka in the sign of Aquarius, hindi ka pa naman affected nito this year. It can be for it may effect siya sa'yo. And then on November 22, the sun will enter your Sagittarius 11th house. So this is positive for you in your social circles. All right. So if you guys have been wanting to socialize with people, if you guys have been wanting to reach out to people, this Sagittarius season can be really, really positive for you guys. However, on November 26, Mercury will station direct there, indicating that there will be some misunderstandings that you may experience that can come from your social circles as well. So you have to be careful what you will be saying. And at the same time, ako na nagsasabi, if you're in Aquarius rising, medyo delay yung mga manifestations ninyo. If you guys are into manifestations tapos Aquarius risings kayo, it can be a little bit challenging because Mercury retrograde often causes delays. So don't feel sad or don't feel frustrated if that will happen for you. Now, let's move to Pisces risings na. Okay, so if you're a Pisces rising, this is what you can expect for November 20. Lang. But for you guys, if you are a Pisces, punta na kayo dito. We're talking about your November 20. Pisces risings for you guys, the focus is in your career, on travel, on everything foreign, and also maybe related to relocation. So if you are a Pisces rising, those are the focus or the themes for you guys. So punta lang tayo sa chart ni Pisces risings. Ayan, CC, Pisces rising. Ayan, so this is for you. Okay, for you to be guided for November. Alright, punta lang tayo sa chart ng Pisces rising people. Fun fact, alam nyo ba na medyo konti lang yung Pisces risings natin? Because on the horizon, we can only see Pisces for really few hours. So unlike other rising signs, medyo konti lang yung Pisces rising. So whenever I see a Pisces rising, it feels really special. Kumbaga, when I'm reading for them, kasi konti lang kayo. But anyway, going back, Pisces rising, first of all, you guys, the new moon happening on November 1 tomorrow will be in your ninth house of everything foreign. So this can talk about working for foreign people, foreign culture, traveling abroad. So it can be about that, or maybe even relocation, not just overseas, but also relocation in further cities. So for example, if nakatira ka sa Manila, this can talk about you thinking of the possibility of relocating on a different province outside of Manila. Ganon. So it can be an indication of that. Or if you guys are still in college, if you guys are still learning something, or maybe master's or PhD, this can also talk about something new related to your studies. And then on the same day, November 1 to 6, Mars in your Cancer in 5th house here will oppose Pluto in your Capricorn here on the 11th house, indicating some challenging balancing acts that you need to do related to the things that you enjoy, your romantic life, versus your social circles. Huwag ka na magtaka if around this time, medyo sensitive yung mga dinidate ninyo, yung mga jowa nyo, if you guys are a little bit socializing. Hi, Julian. The new moon will be happening on November 1 tomorrow. The peak will be 8:47 p.m. Right? Okay, going back for Pisces risings on November 3. So Mercury will be entering your Sagittarius 10th house. So there's a lot more planning, a lot more vocal aspirations, or like you being vocal in your aspirations related to your career. It's really a good time for you to network for a few days before it goes retrograde at the end of November. So if you're a Pisces rising and you're looking for jobs, the key here really is networking to people. So again, if you're Pisces rising, okay lang na mag-apply kayo sa jobs, but it's really about networking to the right people kasi there's a possibility na doon yung makukuha yung mga jobs ninyo. And then on November 3 to 4, we're going to have a opposition in Venus in your 10th house as well of career, and then with Jupiter in your 4th house of family. So this is a really, really good balancing act between these two energies because this can indicate that there's something in your career that can be happening positively that can also support certain things related to your family or your living situation, or vice versa. Your living situation will sort of play a very big positive part related to some things that you will aspire to do related to your career. So if lilipat ka ng job, tapos you're a Pisces rising, may possibility na it will go with certain relocation plans that you have. And then on November 12, Venus is going to be Venus will enter Capricorn in your 11th house, allowing you to have more harmony within your social circles, more time for you to socialize, and also a very good time for you for manifestations before Mercury retrograde happens. Okay, kasi Mercury retrograde is not really suggested for manifestations kasi it will cause some delays for manifestations. But for you guys, if you're a Pisces rising, this is a really good harmonious time for your social circles, pati manifestations ninyo. And then on November 16, let's go there. First of all, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Taurus in your third house. So there is an ending, there is a revelation related to your communication or related to your siblings that you may actually hear about in this particular date. At the same time, on November 16, there's going to be Saturn will be stationing direct in your Pisces first house. Hi, Jeba. Good evening. But yeah, so this is going to be moving forward with regards to your restrictions for yourself, your self maturity as well is going to be there. We're gonna talk about Cancer risings later. Right now, sunod-sunod natin siyang ginagawa, pretty girl. Alright? So, we're right now on Pisces risings. After Pisces, we're gonna talk about Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and then lastly for Libra risings. So, tapos na tayo sa mga ibang hindi ko na get. Okay, going back to Pisces risings, on November 17, it's going to be a really positive day because on November 17 for Pisces risings, Mercury in your Sagittarius in your 10th house is going to be opposing Jupiter in your 4th house. If kakapasok nyo lang dito guys, wait nyo din kasi before I end the live, I'm gonna do a giveaway for transits of 2025. So we're gonna talk about your transits in through Zoom. So kung anong pwede mong ma-expect for 2025 as well. So if you guys stay here with me, for a very long time later, magi-giveaway din tayo. So I hope you guys will stay with me. All right. But going back, okay, for Pisces risings again. So Mercury in your 10th house of career can indicate that there is a good news or information about your career that can also play a really, really good part with regards to your family or home life. So this can sometimes indicate na baka merong promotion or like good information related to your career that can also flow over to the positivity of your family and your living situation too. And then on November 20, Pluto will re-enter Aquarius in your 12th house naman. So let me just go there. By the way, if you guys, kung bago lang kayo dito sa TikTok and you guys are watching me here, I'm also doing the live in YouTube. Tapos I'm sharing my screen there. Okay? So, para lang makita ninyo yung chart. Libra rising, mag-stay Thank you, Miss A! Yeah, kasi nga, mag-giveaway din ako. So, hopefully you can stay as well after Libra risings din. But okay, going back to Pisces risings people. So Ellie, saan nag-generate yan? I'm using AstroSeek. I'm using whole sign houses as well because I am a traditional astrologer. So that's what I do. Hi, Lilith. Thank you. Thank you for staying. But yeah, okay, going back. On November 20, if you're Pisces rising, Pluto will re-enter your Aquarius in the 12th house. So Pluto is transformations, renewal. So there can be some transformations related to your mental health and also your spirituality that can potentially happen. Pero hindi to for every Pisces risings. This will happen to you ideally if you have 0 or 1 degree in your Aquarius sign as well. My hi Datuante, my natal chart reading services are on my Instagram. It's linked here in my account. So you can go there if you want to know how much I charge for natal chart readings. Okay. So going back to Pisces risings, we do have on November 22, the sun will enter in your 10th house of career and public image. That's why there's going to be a lot of focus talaga in your career and your public image as well. For a few days, it's going to be really, really positive. However, on November 26, right, it's going to station retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius too. So yung magagandang things related to your career, it may actually be delayed for you. So example, if meron kang nakuhang job in the month of November, may possibility na matagal pa yung start mo dun sa career na yon or sa trabahong yon. Or may possibility na matagal ibigay sa'yo yung job offer sa'yo, for example, or yung renegotiation ng salary mo can also be a little bit hard. So again, this is for Pisces risings. So that's your November 2025. Now, let's talk about Aries rising. So if you guys are Aries risings, we're going to talk about your November. Again, if you guys are new here, I'm talking about each rising signs for November. What can you expect? And then after nito, we're going to have a giveaway. All right, I'm going to do a giveaway for 2025 transit. So stay with me. Okay. And if bago din kayo on TikTok, I'm doing the live as well on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen there. So if gusto niyo makita yung chart na sinasabi ko, it's on YouTube. My YouTube account is linked here on my profile. Punta lang kayo sa profile ko, nandun siya sa bio ko. Click nyo lang yun. Mapupunta na kayo sa YouTube account ko. But yeah, let's talk about Aries risings, November. So the focus for Aries risings, thank you, Ariel. All right, for the focus on Aries risings for you guys for November, there's going to be a lot of focus on travel, on education, possible relocation, but also your finances. Okay, let me just drink water. Stay hydrated, you guys. Okay. So, Aries risings. So, first of all, yung new moon sa inyo in the sign of Scorpio, let me just go to the chart of that day. It will happen in your 8th house of your shared uncomplicated finances. Tapos na ako sa Scorpio risings, Mama ni Tisoy kanina pa. Sydney, I don't use Lilith kasi I'm a traditional astrologer. We don't have Lilith in traditional astrology. So, if you're waiting for that, not gonna talk about that. Ali, kanina pa tayo for Sagittarius Risings is already finished, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be saved on my YouTube. So if you missed those signs, baka ma-save siya sa YouTube ko. I'll try my best, so baka dun nyo siya makita. Hi, Juju Beans on YouTube. Hello, sakto ka? I love it. Okay. So let's go back. For Aries Risings naman, okay, Aries risings. The new moon, as I mentioned, will be happening in your 8th house. Wait lang, let me adjust the timings here. All right. So for your new moon, this can be something new related to, ayan, perfect. Something new related to your shared and complicated finances. Thank you, Crystal Love and Light, for following me. Libra rising will be last. She loves it. So sana abangan mo. All right. Okay. So again, for Aries risings, this new moon will be something new related to your shared and complicated finances. This can be new investments, new assets, for example. So it can be something that you may experience or you may think about at the start of November pa lang. And then on November 1 to 6, okay, medyo matagal siya, we do have Mars in your Cancer fourth house here, opposing Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th house. Medyo delay lang sa YouTube ko, I'm not sure. Pero if kasama niyo ako sa YouTube, it's a little bit delayed. Bear with me, okay? But going back, so for you guys, Aries risings, there will be some balancing act that you may need to do related to your career and also your family and home life that can be a little bit challenging. So this can talk about the expansion happening in your career, not really being supported by your family. Thank you, Bianca. So yeah, not being supported by your family, or maybe your living situation as well is a little bit complicated. On the transformations that are needed to your career. So there can be some tough times related to that. And then on November 3 to 4, Venus in your Sagittarius ninth house here will be opposing Jupiter in your Gemini third house. Ito naman is a good opposition because it is an opposition related to two very positive planets. Venus is the planet of harmony and values, meanwhile, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, and wisdom. So, two planets in your ninth house and third house are doing a positive aspect if you are an Aries rising. This can indicate a good balance between matters related to foreign matters, so immigration abroad, for example, or working with foreign people, or maybe if you have travel plans on November going abroad, this can be really positive kasi nakikisama din yung communication mo, yung transportation mo, yung everyday life mo as well. And then on November 3 too, Mercury will enter your Sagittarius here. If you guys are watching on YouTube, nakikita niyo yung tinuturo ko. But yeah, this is really, really positive. This is a good time to learn something. So if you are an Aries rising, it's a good time for you to learn something related to foreign matters, learning a foreign language, or learning a certain culture. It can be really positive too. And then on November 4, Mars will enter your Leo and fifth house, indicating positive actions or possibility of actions or like possibility of conflicts related to your dating life. So baka awayin niyo yung mga jowa ninyo for a very short period of time. So, hindi naman to yung mga personal and committed relationships. Hindi rin to marriage, all right? But there will be some conflicts, possibility of conflicts that may happen related to your marriage, or maybe some conflicts will happen around your partners or your best friends that can also be related to your whatever is happening within you tapos affected ka by it technically, no. And then on the following day, sorry, not following day, a few days after that, on November 12, let me just go to the chart there. Tapos na po ba Gemini? Not yet, Mitch. We're gonna talk about Gemini after Taurus risings. Okay, so we're talking about Aries risings right now. So medyo malapit na, Mitch. So bear with me. Malapit ka na, girl. Okay. But yeah, going back to Aries risings, on November 12, Venus will enter your Capricorn penthouse. So this can be a really, really positive thing for you guys. There can be some possibility of harmony, of good abundance related to your career. So if you are an Aries rising and you're looking for a job, this can be really positive for you guys. It can also indicate that if you're shooting for something related to your career, so for example, gusto niyo ng promotion, you're aiming for a salary increase, this can be really positive for you. This is your time to do it. Technically, binibigyan ko na kayo ng go signal, ng cheat sheet to do it kasi you may actually be a little bit more harmonious to your people that you're working for. So these are your bosses as well. And then on December 16, first of all, we're going to have, let me go there lang. We're going to have a full moon in the sign of Taurus in your second house if you are an Aries rising. So for you guys, this is an ending, sorry, or a revelation related to your personal finances. It can be a little bit chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes this can indicate na baka malaman ninyo na meron kayong mga sources of income that are not really positive for you or parang wasting your time, let's just say. So it can be that you will be experiencing. At the same time, on November 15 and 16, Saturn is going to be stationing direct in your 12th house here in the sign of Pisces, indicating that there will be some things that you will be enacting as well related to discipline of your spiritual life and also related to your mental health. Hi, Angeli. Yes, tapos na sa Sagittarius rising. But if you missed it, I hopefully masasave siya sa YouTube. So you can look at it on my YouTube account later. And then again for Aries risings, going back to Aries risings, sorry. On November 17, we are going to have Taurus risings next. All right, so Aries risings on November 17, we are going to have an opposition in your Mercury in Sagittarius in your ninth house and Jupiter in your third house, indicating again a very, very positive news that you may experience or you may find out, sorry, or you may receive related to everything foreign or related to your education if you're an Aries rising who's still at school, in college, in master's or PhD as well. So it can be that. Yes, focus lang sa rising kasi whenever we're doing predictions, Nini, we look at the rising sign, we don't look at the sun sign and the moon sign. Okay, so rising signs lang tayo dito. If you don't know your rising sign yet, go to astro.com, key in your birth details, look for ASC or AC, that's your rising sign naman. Okay, going back for Aries risings, again, there is a positive news that you may receive on November 17 related to relocation or working for foreign people, working abroad, or maybe like traveling or relocating in a very far away city. So that can be very positive for you. And then on November 20, Pluto will be re entering your Aquarius 11th house. So it's been going back and forth in Aquarius, but it will be staying there for a very, very long time in your 11th house for 20 years. So hindi naman ibig sabihin nito 20 years kang mahihirapan. It only means that if you have an early degree in the sign of Aquarius, kung 0 or 1 degree yung mga planets mo doon medyo affected ka. But if wala ka namang planet, you're not gonna be suffering for 20 years, don't worry. But overall, there can be some shifts or transformations related to your social circles or maybe even your manifestations in life. So baka mag-iba yung goals mo, mag-iba yung mga gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Alright? And then on November 22, we're going to have our sun in the sign of Sagittarius, and it's happening as well in your ninth house. So there's going to be a lot of focus in your ninth house matters of relocation and everything foreign, foreign people, foreign culture, and maybe even about your education as well. So this is very positive for you. However, a few days after that, November 26, we do have Mercury stationing retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. So you can expect rethinking of your plans and your efforts related to your relocation, working with foreign people, or like trying to migrate abroad, or maybe related to your education, lalo na if you are in college or learning masters and PhD. So that's for Aries risings. Let me just answer some things on TikTok. Again, we're talking about rising signs kasi that's what we look at whenever we do predictions. And if you guys will stay with me, if na-miss nyo kanina, I will do a giveaway later. All right, after our Libra rising. So stay with me. Okay, let me just check some comments. Ano na yung mga tapos na rising? We're done with Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Now we're gonna talk about Taurus. After that, we're gonna talk about Gemini, and then Cancer, and then Leo, and then Virgo, and then lastly Libra risings. Okay? All right, so let's talk about Taurus risings. Parang ang daming Taurus rising. I guess you guys are waiting here. Okay, so let's talk about Taurus risings. Let me just go back and just look for your chart first para makita natin kung ano ang ganap sa inyo. Just give me a second. Tapos na ba Gemini rising? Not yet, Shy. It's gonna be next after Taurus risings. Okay. How about higher degrees in Aquarius, yung placement? Yes, less impacted kayo this year kasi matagal pa naman bago kayo apektuhan ni Pluto. So it really depends on your placements. I use whole sign houses, Chris, because I am a traditional astrologer. But if you prefer Placidus, go ahead. Kaso baka malito ka sa sinasabi ko. But yeah, I use whole sign houses. High Tep 888, my rates and services are on my IG account. But for you guys to have a whole natal chart reading together with transits, it's now 199,000. Kulang lang ng piso. But that is your whole natal chart na. Plus your 2025 transits, which is very mura compared to other readers. Hindi ko binibenta yung sarili ko, ha? But I've had natal chart readings too before. It's super expensive, but I hope you guys are can afford that. I don't know. Aqua Rising, hi V. If you follow me on YouTube, baka doon recorded. Dito sa TikTok, I'm not sure. So if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, my account is linked on my bio. Pwede nyo na i-follow doon. Hopefully, ma-save yung live ko sa YouTube. Alright, sige. So let's go to Taurus risings kasi feeling ko marami naghihintay for Taurus risings. Alright? If mag-avail ka ng personal reading recorded by, yeah, I'm actually gonna ask you whether you want to record it or not, just for your own privacy. Kung ayaw mo, okay lang din. But if you want it recorded, that's okay. Okay, so Taurus risings, for you guys, the focus is in your finances and also your relationships. So if you're a Taurus rising, come here. Pag-usapan natin yung November mo, all right? So for you guys, first of all, the new moon, wait lang, let me go to your chart. The new moon is happening in your Scorpio 7th house. The new moon is going to happen tomorrow. The peak of it is on 8:47 p.m. But this is happening for you guys in your seventh house of your relationships, of your committed relationships. This can be your marriage, your best friends, your partnerships, or yung mga jowa na matatagal na, for example. So yeah, there's something new that may happen around those particular things or themes. May possibility then na yung something new may happen to your partner or to your best friends tapos affected ka by it. Pag single ka, it can be your best friends. Right? And then on November 1 to 6, Mars is going to oppose Pluto in your Capricorn here in your 10th house. In your 9th house. So there is some balance, a little bit of a hard balance that you need to do related to everything that is about immigration, anything foreign, working with foreign people, and also education if you guys are still in school, over your everyday routine as well, or like your communication or even siblings and neighborhood. So medyo mahihirapan ka lang or you may feel pressured by certain circumstances that can also affect the transformations happening in your ninth house matters. And then on November 3, Mercury, the planet of communication and mentality, will enter your Sagittarius 8th house. So you're going to be a lot more interested and vocal in matters related to your shared and complicated finances. So this can be your investments, assets, utang, insurance, loans, inheritance. So you can be a little bit more interested in those matters, or you may actually receive news and information about it. And then on November 3 to 4, Venus in your Sagittarius 8th house, will oppose Jupiter in your second house of your personal finances. So these are both financial houses. Your 8th house is your shared finances. The second house is your personal pera mo, pati yung source of income mo. This is really positive. This is really good. This can indicate that November for you can be a really good month for your finances. This can indicate na baka meron kang bagong source of income, or there may be a new investment that you will be dwelling into that you're interested in, and medyo mabilis yung balik niya sa'yo, for example. So it's really, really positive. Or at the same time, there may be some changes in spending, or you're learning something related to money that can also positivize your finances. And then at the same time, on November 4, Mars will enter Leo in your fourth house. So, ang problema lang dito is November can create some conflicts, some aggressiveness towards your family, your home, your living situation. So, you have to be careful kasi baka mapaaway ka sa mga family members mo, sa mga magulang mo particularly, or there's also a possibility of conflicts related to your living situation. Medyo mag-ingat lang din kayo if you guys are Taurus risings on possibilities of very small accidents happening around home. So example dito, baka mahulog kayo sa hagdan, baka matapilok kayo out of nowhere, baka makalimutan yung isara yung tangke, for example. So you have to be careful with that. Just be a little bit more vigilant. Okay, and then on November 12, we do have Venus entering your Capricorn in your ninth house. Let me just go to the chart there. All right. Again, if you guys are just watching me bago kayo sa TikTok, I'm doing the live stream as well in YouTube, and I'm showing the chart. So my shared screen ako doon. Okay, going back to November 12 for Taurus risings. So Venus will be entering your Capricorn in your ninth house, indicating a lot more harmony related to foreign people, foreign culture, or maybe related to matters of immigration. And at the same time, a possibility then that this is harmony around your education, or maybe even travel and relocation. So it's a very, very good time to focus on that. And then on November 16, let me just go there. On November 16, we will have a full moon in the sign of Taurus, and it's happening in your first house. This full moon, though, is a little bit chaotic, so it's not really going to be that good for you. But there may be some things that you will be letting go, all right, or ending personal endings that you may put upon yourself that can actually help you break through. So as a Taurus rising person, there's an opportunity for you to let go of a certain identity or like certain physical presentation that you're not comfortable with. At the same time, Saturn will also station retrograde around this time. Sorry, station direct, correction, around this time in your 11th house of Pisces, indicating some putting restrictions and barriers and proper discipline around your social circles, and also how you've been practically working on your manifestations in life. And then on November 17, there's going to be a very positive aspect in your financial houses. We have Mercury in the eighth house opposing Jupiter in your second house, indicating that you may hear a certain news or an information, or you may receive a document related to your shared finances that can also be really positive pagdating sa personal finance mo. However, I will caution if you guys will have business partnerships, or like if gagawa kayo ng kontrata with other people, just be a little bit careful kasi a few days after that, Mercury is gonna station retrograde, so baka meron lang kayong ma-miss out na details. But another one on November 20, if you are a Taurus rising, Pluto will re-enter your Aquarius in the 10th house. May nakita ko kanina dyan na nagtatanong na okay ba yung Pluto in the 10th house? So you may be a Taurus rising, so we're gonna talk about it. Pluto is the planet of transformations, death, rebirth, and power. Is it good? Both good and bad, I'm not gonna lie, but it is challenging nevertheless. Okay. So what it means is that there can be some transformations happening in your industry, in your company, or in the person that you're working for. So mga boss ninyo, mga supervisor ninyo, for example, that can flow over you. However, if you don't have early degrees of Aquarius placement, so example, wala ka namang sun, moon, rising, sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn in your 0 or 1 degree of Aquarius, wala pa namang epekto sa inyo this time. Okay, hintayin nyo yung turn ninyo after a few years. But generally, there may be some transformations related to your career. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nito na buong 20 years magkakaroon kayo ng transformation sa career ninyo. Siyempre, hindi naman siya ganoon. Sometimes this can indicate na yung industry ninyo mismo, yung merong transformations tapos affected ka by it. So example, if you work in the IT industry, siyempre affected kayo by the rise of AI, by the changes that are brought upon by AI. So merong mga ganong indications as well na wala kang choice kasi societal changes na siya. And then on November 22, the sun will enter Sagittarius in your eighth house. So there's a lot of focus in your shared and complicated finances. But a few days after that, November 26, Mercury is going to station retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. And Mercury retrograde causes delays, causes inconveniences and misunderstandings. And this is happening in the financial house for you. So, expect some delays related to your shared and complicated finances. If you're a Taurus rising, I wouldn't recommend you do like investments or like magpautang sa ibang tao or mangutang sa ibang tao around this time. But if you really, really need to, I will caution you to read certain manuscripts, to read contracts if you need to. Kasi it may cause inconveniences moving forward and ayaw naman natin yun. All right, so that's for Taurus risings. I'm gonna go to Gemini risings, but let me read some comments. AJ, we're gonna talk about Leo risings later. All right. Ilang years po nag-change ng degree si Pluto? Degree, it's a little bit complicated kasi it's gonna go retrograde paminsan. So it really depends on the year. Next year, we're gonna have a Pluto retrograde. So medyo babalik ulit siya on the earlier degrees. So it really depends. Hindi siya uniform, kumbaga, like any other planets. But if you're talking about changing signs, it really depends as well. Kasi for example, last time that it stayed in Capricorn, it was around 15 to 18 years. It was going back and forth since 2023 before it moved to Aquarius. Kaya Aquarius naman is gonna stay around 20 years. So it really depends pa din talaga. Okay, let's talk about Gemini risings. Hello. So kung Gemini rising ka, come here. All right, come one, come all. Let's talk about your November. And as I mentioned kanina, guys, if you can stay with me up until the end of each rising signs, I'm gonna do a giveaway. All right, I'm gonna do a 2025, a free 2025 transits reading for a very lucky person, both on TikTok and also on YouTube. So if ayaw nyo na masyadong kaagaw, punta kayo sa YouTube. Ayan, shout out Gemini risings. Hi, Janine. Ayan, wait lang ha. I do have a Virgo placement, Sydney. Hulaan mo na lang kung ano. I wonder why. Why do you think I have a Virgo placement? If it has to do with communication, matatawa na lang ako. Okay, but yeah, let's talk about very articulate. Cute nyo. Actually, hindi. I was born in a Mercury retrograde. Haha, so hindi naman talaga ako articulate. I often stutter, baka napapansin niyo yun. But if you're born on a Mercury retrograde kasi, you often think a lot before you speak something. So I guess that's also the reason why. But I'm also a Sagittarius risings. Sagittarius risings love at learning about things and sharing it to people. So it may be that. But anyway, going back, sa mga nagtatanong, yes, tapos na po tayo sa Sagittarius rising, tapos na rin po tayo sa Capricorn rising, but there's a possibility na baka ma-save tong live na to sa YouTube. So if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, it's linked on my bio. Punta lang kayo sa profile ko. The link that you're going to see in my bio, click nyo lang yun. Baka ma-save to sa YouTube yung live stream ko. So pwede ninyong balikan later after the live. Okay, now let's talk about Gemini risings. Okay, so for Gemini risings on November, ayan, Lilith, finally, thank you for waiting. Okay, Gemini rising, the focus for your November is going to be on your relationships, on your physical health, but also some on your finances. So, first of all, if you're a Gemini rising, the new moon happening tomorrow, November 1, yung peak niya is going to be 8:47 p.m. It will happen in your Scorpio 6th house. Punta lang ako sa chart ninyo, guys. Balik lang ako ng November. Oops, sorry, sumobra. Okay. So for you guys, this start of something new, because new moons represents new things happening, all right? It will be happening on your 6th house of physical health, your co-workers, your lifestyle, your routine, your workplace. So it's going to be there. So there can be a start of something new related to your physical health. So for example, if you are changing your lifestyle, changing your diet, or taking care of a certain sickness or a certain ailment, baka meron kang bagong ma-discover about it, or baka meron kang bagong medication na kailangan makuha, or may possibility to that, if not that, can be about your workmates or your workplace. So for example, baka may bago kang workmate, ikaw yung magtuturo sa kanya, or there may be some changes around your workplace and you're affected by it. And then on November 1 to 6, so it's going to be a little bit of a few days, Mars in Cancer in your second house around this time will be opposing Pluto in Capricorn in the eighth house. So it's a little bit hard on your finances or your money. I'm not gonna lie. There can be some balancing that you need to do on your personal finances, pati na rin yung mga shared finances mo. So sometimes this can indicate na kailangan mong i-balance yung sarili mong budget and then yung utang mo, for example, or yung kailangan mo na pera in a certain investment that you want to do. So you just be a little bit careful in your money in the first parts of November. It doesn't mean naman na wag kang gumastos. You just have to be strategic about it. At the end of the day, kasi Mars can be a little bit impulsive, kumbaga. So if you're gonna do certain things or if you're gonna decide on certain things related to finances, make sure na hindi siya reckless decision. And then on November 4, Mercury is going to, sorry, November 3 muna. Mercury is going to enter Sagittarius in your seventh house. So there's going to be a lot of focus on communicating, on learning something related to your relationships. So this can be your husbands, this can be your long-term relationship, yung mga jowa nyo na ng 1 year, 2 years above, for example, mga ka-live-in ninyo, or if wala kayong relationship, this can be related to your best friends. So this can be like more socializing to your best friends, learning something new with your best friends. It can be that. And then on the same day, November 3 to 4, we will have Venus here in your Sagittarius seventh house, opposing Jupiter currently in retrograde in your first house. So this is really positive. This is a balancing act between these two very positive planets that can indicate support in your coming from your relationships and then on yourself, on the improvements that you're doing or the developments that you're doing for yourself. This is a good time to really sit down with your partner, analyze, okay, ano bang pwede natin gawin to help me or to help our relationship? Or again, this can be with your best friends as well. And then on November 4, unfortunately, Mars is going to move in the sign of Leo, causing certain conflicts or certain actions that you may be doing that can be misunderstood by people related to your communication. So you have to be a little bit intentional in your words but also in your actions. At the same time din kasi medyo there can be some restrictions or like challenges around your everyday habits. So sometimes this can mean na yung everyday habits mo can be a little bit challenged because of certain circumstances, or maybe you're productive pero hindi mo alam kung saan dapat gawin or gamitin, or this can be conflicts around your siblings or maybe even your neighbors. So just be careful. And then on November 12, all right, Venus is going to be entering your saan ba tayo? Capricorn 8th house. Okay. So even though there are some challenges that you may experience in the first half of the month, Venus in the 8th house can indicate positive things or harmony within your shared and complicated finances. Sometimes this can mean that there is a minor abundance related to your investments, to your assets. Or at the same time, this can talk about harmony within shared and complicated finances overall. And then on November 16, first of all, we will have our full moon in the sign of Taurus in your 12th house. So there is a letting go. There is an ending of a chapter that you have to do related to your punta lang ako sa date na yun, related to your mental health and also your spiritual practices. So sometimes this can indicate that you need to let go of something of like a medication, for example, that is helping you, that has been helping you mentally. Or maybe you need to let go of something related to your spiritual practices na medyo hindi na rin maganda for you mentally as well. So it can be that. And then after that, on November 16, same day, or November 15 even, kasi madaling araw siya mangyayari, Saturn here will be stationing direct in your 10th house of career. So there may be some restrictions or some discipline that you need to enact moving forward related to your career and also your public image. So it's the time for you to be serious, okay, or put discipline in certain achievements that you want to have related to your career. And then on November 20, Pluto will be moving in your Aquarius in the ninth house. So Pluto is the planet of transformations. Wait lang, punta lang ako sa chart na yun. Pluto is the planet of transformations, death, rebirth, power, renewal. So it's going to be going into your ninth house of your everything foreign. So foreign people, foreign culture, migrating abroad, or this can be your higher education. or higher wisdom. So if you guys are Gemini risings, tapos nasa college pa kayo or learning masters and PhD, this may also affect you there. It's a transformation related to those matters or maybe even relocation. But as I've been mentioning earlier, if you don't have an early degree placement in Aquarius, hindi rin naman siya going to be affected. You're not going to be affected by it too much. And then, lastly, on November 22, the sun will be entering, punta lang tayo doon, the sun will be entering your Sagittarius 7th house, all right? So there's going to be a lot of focus in your relationships. However, following that, November 26, we're going to have a Mercury retrograde in your 7th house as well, indicating possibilities of miscommunications with your partners, with your spouses, mga asawa ninyo, mga jowa ninyo, and also related to your best friends as well. So please be careful how you will be speaking to your partners kasi may possibility of that. May possibility then that the inconveniences may be brought about by your partners. So medyo maiirita ka sa kanila. So medyo ingat lang din on your relationships around this time. So that's for Gemini risings. Now let's go to Cancer risings. To those nakakapasok na, we're gonna discuss Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. If I didn't tell your sign, ibig sabihin nun tapos na. If you missed it on TikTok, may possibility na ma-save yung live stream on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch it later, punta kayo sa YouTube account ko. It's linked on my bio. Ayan, Cancer rising na finally. That's true, Angel. Pero inom lang ako ng tubig. Bear with me. Okay, Libra 15, tapos na kami sa Pisces rising. Wait lang. I'm also gonna do, you guys know this, ini-spray ko to sa lalamunan ko kapag naghihirapan na ako magsalita. So bear with me. Spray lang tayo. Wait lang. Di ko alam kung narinig ngayon. Anyway, let's go back. Let's do Cancer risings. Okay, so for Cancer risings, you guys, the focus of November is going to be in your physical health, in yourself, but also in your finances. If bago kayo dito, you guys, after Libra risings, I will do a giveaway. I will give away a free 2025 transits reading. I'm going to help you figure out what you can expect for 2025. So if you will stay, all right, it can be that you can be that lucky person, both on TikTok and also on YouTube. So bear with me. Okay, be patient. Okay. For Cancer risings, as I mentioned, focus is in your physical health, yourself, and also your finances. So, first of all, this new moon in the sign of Scorpio will be happening in your fifth house of your pleasure, your enjoyment, the things that are fun, pleasurable, or if you're a parent, this can also talk about your children. So, new moons are always a start of new things. Let me just go to the chart of that day. Wait lang. Okay, I'm just generating it for the people in YouTube. Wait lang. Let's go to Cancer risings. Okay. Di ko pala yun. Wait lang. Is it this or is it one more hour? There you go. Very fresh. Okay. So for Cancer risings, this new moon in the sign of Scorpio will be happening in your fifth house here. So the fifth house has to do with your pleasures in life, the things that you enjoy. This can also be related to your romance, to your dating, or maybe related to your children as well. So if you're parents, if you want to have kids, or if you're a person who is thinking of having kids, this can be it as well. There's going to be a start of something new related to those matters, a sort of something new in your relationship, for example, or like new hobbies that you will figure out. And then on November 1 to 6, Mars is going to oppose Pluto in your seventh house of Capricorn, which is your relationships, your personal relationships. This is your best friends, your marriage as well. So there is going to be a little bit of a harder balancing act that you need to do related to yourself and then related to your relationship. So may possibility na mahihirapan ka lang imbalance or to find support, or maybe you will feel a little bit pressured by your partner on certain things that you may feel like it is in conflict with what you want to personally achieve. And then at the same time, on November 3, Mercury will be entering Sagittarius here in your sixth house of physical health, your lifestyle, your workplace, your coworkers. So may possibility na you're a little bit more vocal or opinionated around your workplace. It's also a good time to socialize with your workmates before it stations retrograde on November 26. May possibility then that there will be news, information, learnings that will happen that is related to your physical health or how you take care of your body or changes in your lifestyle too. And then on November 4, magkasunod sila, Mars will be entering your Leo in the second house. So this can be a little bit hard on your finances. I'm not gonna lie, magpupunas lang ako ng sipon. Okay. So Mars is the planet of action, aggression, and conflicts. So entering your second house, this can talk about conflicts related to money, related to your personal finances, or maybe even your source of income. So for the following, I'm not even gonna lie, for the following months, okay, you have to be careful up until February of next year. You have to be careful on your finances. If you have savings, hold tight to those savings, okay? Or if you can, as much as possible, don't do any risky movements in your personal finances or your source of income for a few months because it can cause certain conflicts within yourself or maybe even with other people. And then on November 12, okay, let me just go there. On November 12, we're going to have Venus entering your Capricorn in your seventh house. So this is very positive for your relationships, you guys. If you are a Cancer rising, this can indicate a very good harmonious time for your relationships, for your partner, for your lover, for your spouses, for example. So it's going to be really, really positive for your relationships. And then on November 16, we're going to have two movements. So, first of all, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Taurus in your 11th house. So, there is a culmination, there is a letting go, an ending happening around your, ito siya. So, it's happening kasi early in the morning, so wala na dun si moon. But there is a possibility of an ending related to your social circles. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes this can indicate that you need to let go of certain people, you need to let go of a certain social circle because you're realizing that it doesn't align with you anymore. But sometimes this can also indicate letting go of a certain manifestation or a certain goal na hindi na rin align sa kung sino ka. So there is a possibility of that. And then on the same day, Saturn is going to station direct in the sign of Pisces here in your ninth house. So there is a continuation of like being serious, being disciplined, and building barriers and maturing in matters related to everything foreign. So this can talk about immigration. This can talk about working with foreign people. But this can also talk about education if you're still learning something, if you're in college, if you're learning masters, continuing your studies. It can be getting serious about that or like finding discipline in learning those things. And then on November 17, the following day, we're going to have a very supportive aspect between your Mercury in your sixth house here and also Jupiter in the 12th house. So you may actually receive a news or like information related to your physical health that can also help your mental health as well. So it's a very supportive day for your health houses. So this is really, really good. And then on November 20, I'm currently discussing Cancer risings, Fions. So on November 20, Pluto will re-enter your Aquarius in the 8th house. So it will be staying there for a very long time. Pero kung wala ka namang Ah, I know, Ja. Thank you so much. So if wala ka namang placement in 0 and 1 degree of Aquarius, you're not really affected by it, but there will be some possibilities of transformations related to your shared and complicated finances. So this can be investments, assets, utang. And then on November 22, all right, the sun will enter your Sagittarius sixth house, indicating a lot of focus, a lot of spotlight in your physical health, but also in your workplace. However, on November 26th, a few days after that, Mercury is going to station retrograde in your sixth house too, indicating some misunderstandings with your workmates or maybe some delays related to certain projects around your workplace as well or your everyday work. May possibility then na you're a little bit more prone on very minor accidents. So again, matatapilok, for example, which can be challenging for you too. Thank you, Eliza. All right, so that's for Cancer risings. Now, let's talk about Leo rising. So after Leo rising, if kakapasok nyo lang, after Leo rising, we're going to talk about Virgo risings. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Libra risings. After the Libra rising, we're gonna have our giveaway both on YouTube and also on TikTok. I'm gonna give away a free 2025 transits. If you missed it, guys, if hindi ninyo naabutan yung signs ninyo, I will be sharing. Hopefully, ma-save yung live stream ko sa YouTube. Maybe you can watch this 2 rising kasi wala akong birth time na exact. Oh, Guan, you need to find out your birth time. If you don't know your birth time, by the way, guys, it's mostly on your birth certificate. If wala sa birth certificate nyo, maybe you can ask your parents. But if wala talaga, you need a help of an astrologer to rectify or recalibrate your chart for you to figure out ano talaga yung rising signs ninyo. Kasi here's the thing, just one change in a minute in your chart, it can mean differently sa chart mo. Not all Cancer risings are the same. Not all Gemini risings are the same. Because we're also gonna talk about degrees in your rising signs. So, hindi pwede yung, ay, titingnan ko lang yung dalawang signs ko. Yes, in a way, generally, it can work. Pero, if you really want to know your chart, it can be a little bit challenging. But going back, up to you naman what you want to do. But okay, let's talk about Leo risings. Finally, for Leo risings, right, Miss Chloe? Thank you for waiting. Okay, Leo risings. So for you guys, the focus of November is an enjoyment, health as well, but also in your everyday service and work. So for you guys, Leo risings on November 1, so this is going to be the new moon in the sign of Scorpio happening tomorrow. Oh, bakit 6 months yun napindot ko? Sorry. Let me just go back there. So this new moon in Scorpio is going to be happening in your fourth house of family, of home, a living situation as well. So there's a possibility of starting something new related to those matters of family, of home life. So you may experience new things related to that, particularly in family relationships around November 1 or tomorrow. And then also on November 1 to 6 naman, we're going to have Mars opposing Pluto in your sixth house. Sorry, punta lang ako, mali yung chart. Punta lang ako kay Leo Risings. But yeah, in your sixth house of physical health. So it can be a little bit challenging pagdating sa physical health and also your mental health here. You may experience some imbalances for a few days in your health. So you have to be careful how you take care of your health if you are a Leo rising for the first few days of November, kasi it's either magkakasakit ka o kaya mentally speaking, you're a little bit anxious or you feel pressured around your health currently. So just be a little bit careful. And then on November 3, Mercury will be entering your Sagittarius fifth house. So you're a little bit more vocal, you're a little bit more communicative with regards to the things that you enjoy. It's a really good time as well to go out there and socialize if you want to find love. So if wala pa kayong mga jowa, if you want to have romantic or dating life, this can be a really good time before Mercury stations retrograde on November 26. So you do have a little bit of a short time to socialize. And then on November 4, unfortunately, Mars is going to be moving in your first house. So this is a little bit challenging for you guys. I'm not gonna lie. For Leo and Cancer risings, the start of 2025 can be challenging kasi Leo is gonna station retrograde a little bit around December. And it will stay in Leo and Cancer for a really, really long time up until next year. So Leo is action, Mars is action, aggression, and conflicts. And if you're a Leo rising, it's in your first house of self. So, ang kalaban mo dito is sarili mo. Okay, ang kalaban mo dito is how you're a little bit aggressive about certain physical change that you want to do. You can be a little bit aggressive about the changes that you want to do personally. So sometimes this can mean insecurity, not gonna lie. But sometimes this can also mean people misunderstanding your movements, kumbaga. So you have to be intentional with regards to what you will be doing or what you will be doing and how it's going to be seen by other people too. So just be careful with that. And then on November 12, okay, punta lang tayo doon here on our chart. On November 12, we're going to have Venus entering Capricorn in your sixth house. So there's going to be a lot of focus in your physical health on November. But as Venus enters Capricorn, there is harmony around. Sometimes this can mean that you're a little bit kinder to your physical health, or like your lifestyle is a little bit more easier for you, it's more harmonious for you, or you're figuring things out in your workplace and it's a little bit more harmonious sa workplace mo, or maybe even to your coworkers. So there's a possibility of that. And then on November 16, we're going to have two events. First of all, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Taurus. So this is a letting go of certain things related to your Taurus 10th house of career and also your public image. Don't worry, hindi naman to like losing a job, right? Or being resigning, for example, because it's just a full moon. Technically, it's just something that's not really life changing. Kumbaga, but there's still something that will be ending related to your career. Sometimes this can be like finding out something about your industry, revelations about your industry or your company, or maybe revelations related to the person that you're working for. So this can be your bosses, your supervisor, na you're gonna figure out. Or if you're a public figure, unfortunately, if you're a Leo rising and you're a public figure, this can talk about unexpected revelations about you. So be it good or bad. Okay? So sometimes this can mean na biglang may malalaman sa'yo yung mga tao, magkakaroon ng expose about you. So it's gonna be that. And then on November 17, the following day, we do have Mercury in your fifth house of Sagittarius opposing Jupiter in retrograde in your Gemini 11th house. This is really, really supportive. Sometimes this can indicate that your friends, your social circles may introduce someone to you that you can potentially date. Okay, so that's a really, really good thing. But sometimes this can also show that your social circles can also support you on things related to what you enjoy and also related to your decisions on children. So for example, if you want to have support, certain support related to your kids, or maybe if you want to discuss something about wanting to have kids, this is going to be supportive. And then on November 20 naman, Pluto will re-enter your Aquarius 7th house. So there's going to be a lot of focus related to your relationship for the following days. Guan, cats are on the 6th house. Pets are on 6th house. So it may not be a literal kid in astrology, unfortunately. But yeah, going back, no, on November 20, we will have Pluto re-entering Aquarius in your 7th house. So Pluto is transformations and renewal. This can indicate that there will be transformations on your committed relationships, transformations related to your marriage. If you don't have any early placements in Aquarius, hindi naman to super bizarre for you guys. This also doesn't indicate um, like divorce. Well, it really depends on your chart. Hindi ko siya sugarcoat. If you do have positive placements in Aquarius, it's really gonna be good. But sometimes this can indicate transformations for better or for worse in your relationships. This can be in your marriage or this can be with your best friends. All right, now let's go to November 22. We do have the sun entering Sagittarius in your fifth house, showing a lot of focus in your dating life, in your romantic life, a lot of focus as well related to the things that you enjoy, or if you're a parent, related to your children. All right, a lot of spotlight on your children that you're going to be positively affected. However, on November 26, Mercury here is going to station retrograde, indicating some misunderstandings, some miscommunications with the people that you're dating. Okay, some misunderstandings related to your dating life or romantic life, or maybe some misunderstandings to your kids, or some delays in wanting to have kids. So, yun siya. So that is for Leo rising. Now we're gonna go with Virgo risings. After Virgo rising, yung mga naghihintay dyan na Libra rising, kayo na yung next. Alright, and after that, we're gonna do the giveaway. Ayan, Virgo, we rise. I love it, Sol. You're both on TikTok and YouTube. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. You're gonna have 2 entries later sa giveaway. Is that it? But yeah, okay. Let's do Virgo risings. For Virgo risings on November, the focus for you guys is going to be in your home, your family, and also your personal habits in your everyday life. So we do have on November 1 for Virgo risings, the new moon in Scorpio happening tomorrow at 8:47 p.m. exactly. All right. It's going to happen in your third house. Punta lang tayo sa chart ng Virgo risings. Give me a second. All right. So yeah, this is happening in your third house of your communication, your everyday routine and your habits, and also related to your siblings. Tapos na tayo sa communications. But this new moon as well can talk about new habits that you will be figuring out that you want to do for yourself. So this can be a start of like enacting everyday habits that can be positive for you. Thank you. Yes, sa YouTube baka may recording ako later. Okay, sa mga hindi nakaabot sa mga rising signs nila. Okay, so after that, we do have, wait lang, punta lang tayo sa chart for Virgo risings. Ayan. Oh, bakit nasa Leo? Wait lang. Let me adjust the chart on YouTube. All right. There we go. Okay, so for Virgo risings, on November 1 to 6, we do have Mars opposing Pluto here on your Capricorn fifth house. So there may be some pressures coming from related to your social circles, from your friends, kumbaga, that can feel a little bit pressuring related to your dating, to your romance, to having children as well, or maybe related to your enjoyment. Sometimes this can mean na medyo hindi nakikisama yung mga kaibigan mo sa trip mo sa buhay and you're going to be a little bit um pissed off, let's just say about it, or kabaliktaran. Your friends are not understanding certain things that you're doing related to your dating or your romance, or maybe even about children. So it can be a little bit challenging. All right. And then on November 3, Mercury as well is going to enter your Sagittarius in your fourth house of family, your home, and also your living situation. So there's going to be a lot of falls in your family on November. So this time, there's a possibility that you're a little bit more vocal, a little bit more opinionated in family matters or around your home as well. May possibility rin of planning something related to your living situation. So baka merong iba sa inyo na nagbabalak lumipat ng bahay, nagbabalak mag-renovate ng bahay, or nagbabalak bumili ng bahay, for example. That can be really put into. However, it will station retrograde on November 26th. So you do have a short period of time to sort of plan ahead for it. And then on November 4, Mars is going to be entering Leo here. So in the afternoon or later in the evening. So Mars in your Leo 12th house is, I'm not gonna lie, is challenging. Okay, kasi this can indicate that you're gonna be in conflict with yourself. Kalaban mo yung sarili mo. Aawayin mo yung sarili mo. This can talk about anxiousness. This can talk about sleepless nights. This can talk about insomnia. This can talk about nightmares as well. So you have to be a little bit kind to yourself. If you're having problems with sleeping, maybe you can ask professional help, or maybe you can ask for medication. But also sometimes this can indicate conflicts related to spirituality, to your spiritual practices. So yun, may possibility nun. And it can be a little bit hard as well in the start of 2025 kasi Mars is going to station retrograde in Leo and in Cancer, and it's going to be staying there for a very, very long time until February, end of February, right? For next year. And then, after that, on November 12, all right, we're going to have, punta lang tayo sa chart ng November 12, we're going to have Venus entering your fifth house. So, Venus, the planet of love, harmony, and beauty, is going to be entering your fifth house of dating, of romance. Okay, so wait, let's go to the next day para makita ninyo. So yeah, this can be really harmonious in matters related to dating. So if you're a Virgo rising, tapos gusto mo makipaglandian, November can be the time for you to do it. Socialize, find opportunities in love, bago mag-retrograde si Mercury. Okay. But yeah, it can talk about harmonious things related to your dating life, and also things about pleasure, enjoyment. So technically, you're gonna enjoy life a little bit better around this particular time. Or if you guys are parents, this can talk about very, very good times with your kids. All right, so very harmonious times with your kids. And then on November 16 naman, we do have a full moon in the sign of Taurus. So let me just go there. On November 16, we do have a full moon in the sign of Taurus in your ninth house. So full moons are endings, are culminations, and this can be related to your ninth house of everything foreign and also your education. This can also talk about revelations or shocking things happening around it. So if you guys are working with foreign people, this can be revelations about them, or like letting go of that certain opportunity because it doesn't work with you anymore, or letting go of like a travel plan or a relocation plan because you need to think about it, or it's a little bit too sudden for you. So it can be that. Or if you're still studying and you are a Virgo rising, this can talk about revelations about your institution, or like things that will need to end related to your education. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nito na mag-drop out ka sa school. Okay, sometimes this can indicate na meron kang project na kailangan tapusin, for example. And then on the same day, on November 16, Saturn is going to be stationing direct in your Pisces seventh house. So the seriousness, the maturity, the discipline that you need to have in your relationships is going to move forward again. So, kailangan mong maging seryoso, kailangan mong bumuo ng foundations related to your relationships as well. Moving forward, as Saturn stations direct in your Pisces bago siya pumasok kay Aries mo in 2025. And then, after that, on November 20 naman, we're going to have, let me just move to November 20. Ay, sorry, November 17. I missed November 17. On November 17, we're going to have a very, very positive aspect of Venus in your fifth house, opposing, Mercury in your fourth house, opposing Gemini in your 10th house. So there can be a really good news related to your family or your living situation that can also be very supportive for your career progression or what you want to do in your career or your public image. And then on November 20, Pluto is going to be entering or re-entering Aquarius in your sixth house. So it's going to stay there for a very, very long time. However, as I've been mentioning kanina pa, no, if you don't have any early degrees in the sign of Aquarius, hindi ka naman super affected nito talaga. But there will be some general transformations related to your physical health. So sometimes this can mean na out of nowhere, you will decide to change your lifestyle, change your diet, or like pumunta sa ospital and magpa-check up, for example. Or this can be transformations happening around your workplace or happening around your workmates and you are affected by it. And then on November 22, the sun is going to enter Sagittarius in your fourth house. So moving forward, there's a lot of focus in your family, in your living situation, in your home life. However, all right, on November 26, a few days right after, punta lang ako sa chart ng Virgo rising, sorry. A few days right after, we do have Mercury stationing retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius as well, indicating a lot of miscommunications, a lot of delays that may be happening around your home and family life. So be careful how you will be communicating with your parents. Be careful how you will be communicating with certain family members as well. Or do not do any renovation. Do not do anything major related to your home life kasi medyo mahihirapan ka or magkakaroon ng delays around it. So, that is Virgo risings. Now, last na tayo, we do have Libra risings. But before we go there, I'm just gonna read some comment. Oh no, kakaya-diagnose mo lang ng PCOS, Jeng. Aw, how old are you? I also have PCOS. So, save the best for Libras. Correct. Correct. Tama ka dyan, Anne. So, we're gonna save the best for last. We do have Libra risings. Okay, let me just check as well. So yeah, we do have Libra risings. If hindi yun na naabutan yung iba, hopefully masasave yung live ko sa YouTube. Sana. Para mabalikan ninyo. So if you guys wanna go back to this live, you can visit the link on my bio. Subscribe na rin kayo, alright? So that you can rewatch it. But if you're here, tapos di mo na naabutan as well, after our Libra Rising, we're gonna have a very, very quick giveaway. One lucky person is going to win a free transits reading for 2025. Syempre, mamaya sasabihin ko sa inyo kung anong kailangan ninyong gawin. But yeah, inom lang ako, okay? But, sama ko ba sa giveaway? But yeah, for the very, very, very patient people who have been with me since kanila, lalo na si Ja. Ja, thank you so much. Okay, ikaw yung pinakaunang pumasok, andito ka pa din. I really, really appreciate you. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Hopefully, education mo, Jeng, will be really effective. Almost 2 years now. Medyo nag-improve naman. Pero sana yung let's go with Libra. Alam kong kanina pa naghihintay yung ibang Libra rising. I'm so sorry, dumadaldal ako. But yeah, Libra risings. Okay. So for Libra risings, this is going to be your November. So there's going to be a lot of focus on your habits, on your communication, and also your learning. Right? So for you guys, Libra risings, first of all, this new moon in Scorpio happening tomorrow. Let me just go back to your chart. So this new moon is going to be happening in your second house. So there's going to be a brand new beginning happening in your personal finances, in your source of income as well. So it can be positive in a way, pero it can also be a little bit challenging. But this means that as November starts, there's going to be something new that is going to be focused for you. Wait lang. Key in ko lang tong chart ninyo. Related to your personal finances and yung source of income ninyo. Sorry. Just to continue my train of thought. Baka makalimutan ko. But, so that's for November 1. New moon happening tomorrow here on your second house. And then on November 1 to 6 naman, we do have Mars in Cancer. Where's Cancer for you? It's in your 10th house. Ayan, there you go. Will oppose Pluto in your Capricorn in your 4th house naman. So ayan siya. So this is a little bit of like a pressuring energy coming from your family members related to the actions that you're putting for your career and public image. So may possibility na baka mahirapan ka lang with regards to the pressures that are happening around your career kasi pinipilit ka rin ng family mo on certain transformations happening around your home and living situation. So just be careful how you're going to be balancing that. And then on November 3, Mercury is going to be entering your 3rd house of communication. So, this is a really, really good time for you to be more open, to be more communicative, to be more vocal, to be more opinionated if you are a Libra rising. Kasi Sagittarius there for a few days will really help you a lot before it stations retrograde on November 26th. It's also a good time to learn something, right? Learn a new language, learn a new culture, kumbaga, or like just learn something. It can be hobbies or habits as well. It's going to be really positive for you. So take advantage of this. And then on November 4 naman, Mars, okay, let's go to that. Let me go to the next day. Mars is going to be entering your Leo in your 11th house. So in that day, I'm not gonna lie, there can be some conflicts around your social circles. Baka mapaaway ka sa mga acquaintances mo, sa mga tropa mo. For example, iinom lang ako ng tubig kasi nararamdaman ko na yung raspiness ng boses ko. Wait lang. Hirap na magdal. Paano kaya ito ginagawa ng live sellers? Charis. Going back. Okay. But yeah, if you're a Libra rising, Mars is going to be entering your 11th house, indicating certain conflicts, certain arguments that may happen around your social circles as well. So not really a good time for you to socialize. And yun din yung magiging pasok ng 2025 mo, which can be a little bit challenging too. So just it will pass. That's one thing that I can say. Hold tight. If you do have disagreements with acquaintances, hindi mo naman to best friends. Don't worry. These are acquaintances. So it's just a passing transit. And then on November 12, so let me just go on that date. On November 12, we're going to have Venus entering your Capricorn 4th house. So it's a really, really harmoniously good time around your family, your home, and your living situation. It's a good time around your family. May possibility na baka, if you have conflicts with your family, baka magkaayos kayo, harmonious relationships within the family, or sometimes this can indicate that it's a good time for you to redecorate, to renovate your your home. Kumbaga, so this is a really, really good time for your family and living situation. And then on November 16, let me just go there. On November 16, Monday. First of all, we're going to be having our full moon in the sign of Taurus in your 8th house naman. So this can indicate that there is something ending or like a revelation. Ayan siya, happening around your shared and complicated finances as well. So sometimes this can indicate that you need to let go of a certain investment. Meron kang utang na kailangan bayaran, for example. Or like there are some things that you need to hold on to or revelations that will be happening related to your shared finances as well. It can be challenging, I'm not gonna lie, pagdating sa pera mo. So it's not really the best time on November 16 to spend a lot of money or do investments. But at the end of the day, malaki ka na, whatever you want to do it. Okay, I'm just warning you on the possibilities. And then on the same day, November 16, Saturn is also going to station direct here in your 6th house of your physical health and your workplace and your work relationship. So this can indicate that the maturity, the discipline that you need to enact with regards to your physical health, your lifestyle, and also your workplace maturity is going to be moving forward again. So, yun, medyo kailangan mo lang maging seryoso sa health mo and also certain responsibilities that you have in your workplace. And then on November 17, we do have a really, really good transit because we have Mercury here opposing Jupiter in your 9th house of your everything foreign. So may possibility na you may hear a news related to travel, related to relocation, or if you work with foreign people. This can talk about a contract with a foreign person, for example. So it can be really, really positive for you. And it will help you expand or rethink the expansion happening in foreign matters and education for you. And then on November 20, we're going to have Pluto re-entering your Aquarius in the fifth house. So let me just go there. Let's skip one day. All right. So for you guys, this can be transformations related to dating life, to your romantic life. It can be also related to everything that you enjoy, your hobbies, for example, or it can be related around your children. Again, as I've been saying kanina pa, if you don't have any early placements in Aquarius, like 0 degree of any planet or 1 degree of any planet, hindi pa naman kayo masyadong affected nito. However, this can be overall a very transformative time for you on how you enjoy things, where you find pleasure, your dating life, your romantic life, or maybe even thoughts about parenthood, or if meron ka ng anak, this can be transformations around your kids that you are affected. And then on November 22, the sun is going to be entering, let's just go there. The sun will be entering your Sagittarius third house in there. So this is really, really positive. Let me just go back a few. Ayan. So this is really, really positive because there's going to be a lot of focus on your communication, on your sibling relationship, on your neighborhood, on your habits. However, a few days after, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde, unfortunately, in your third house as well, indicating a lot of misunderstandings. Kaya yung if you're a Libra rising, unfortunately, hindi ko na siya sugarcoat, kayo yung pinaka-affected nito. In your communication particularly, you will be misunderstood. Okay, kahit anong gawin ninyo, you have to think before you speak kasi baka mapaaway kayo, whether it's written or verbal. At the same time, there will be a lot of transportation delays for you guys kasi the third house talks about everyday transportation. It's not a good time for you guys to move houses or move neighborhood as well if you're a Libra rising thinking about it. May possibility then of technological problems that are related to communication. Baka masira yung phone nyo, baka mabasa nyo yung laptop ninyo. So you have to be careful if you are a Libra rising for this particular Mercury retrograde. Okay, so that's it. That's all it. Oh my God, that's 2.5 hours of predictions. Ang hirap pala nito. But yeah, it's I think it's better compared to like me filming and then editing it kasi medyo mahaba siya. So I'm probably gonna do this monthly. I don't know. But yeah, that's for Libra risings. To everyone who has been here kanina. So we talked about all the rising signs. If you missed, thank you, Buwan. If you missed, thank you, Ray. I will drink a lot of water. So if you missed your rising signs, as I mentioned kanina, I will try. Hopefully, it's saved on my YouTube, this live stream. So pwede ninyong balikan sa YouTube. If you missed your rising signs there. However, if you guys are here, both on Instagram, on TikTok, and also on YouTube, I will do a giveaway. Okay, both on YouTube and TikTok. If you guys are there, okay, or balik kayo dito if iniwan ninyo ako, just for the giveaway. So what I'm gonna be giving away to you guys is one of my services. It's one of the services that I offer. It's 2025 transits. Huy, bago kayo mag-thank you, sumama muna kayo sa sumama muna kayo sa giveaway. But thank you. Thank you guys. I love you. But yeah, okay, going back. I'm gonna do a 2025 transits giveaway. So technically transits are list of dates of 2025. So for next year, this can be a good preparation for you, so that you will know what can potentially happen for you for next year. And I will do a 45-minute session with you to help you understand the transits. But at the same time, bibigyan ko din kayo ng PDF copy ng transits ninyo. If you will win the giveaway, may possibility na either next week ko na is-schedule kayo guys. So, there will be a one winner on TikTok and then one winner on YouTube as well para lang fair, okay, sa mga nanood sa YouTube and then nanood din sa TikTok. But before that, let me just answer some questions. Is it a good thing to buy laptop before Mercury retrograde starts? Yes, pero kailangan 2 weeks before the Mercury retrograde. Cherry. Yan ba talaga pangalan mo? Cute naman. But yeah, Cherry, if November 26 work backwards, if you can buy the laptop 2 weeks before, that can be okay. Pero kung wala ka naman talagang choice, kailangan mo yung laptop. My advice, check everything. Don't forget the receipt. Okay, check mo lahat kahit nakakahiya. Try mo lahat kumbaga and make sure that you're buying on a very good reputation yung store technically para hindi ka ma-hassle. Kasi sometimes this can indicate na baka sira pala yung unit na makuha mo tapos mahirapan ka sa warranty for example. So, yon. Okay, let's do the giveaway. Ano ba bang hinihintay natin? Oh my God. Let's do the giveaway. Wait lang ha, let me just fix this. Okay, so ano bang kailangan ninyong gawin? First of all, punta muna tayo sa let's go to the YouTube viewers first. Okay, we do have 24 viewers in YouTube. Everyone in YouTube right now, what you guys need to do. Oh, sorry, by the way, before we do it, if hindi kayo manalo sa giveaway, just for you guys to know, I offer 2024 transits reading naman every Sunday on my Instagram. Pero here's the thing, baka next Sunday, maglagay na rin ako ng link sa TikTok. If ever ayaw ninyo kung i-follow sa Instagram, ganyan naman kayo. Charis. Pero kung wala kayo Instagram account tapos nasa TikTok lang kayo, it may be linked on my bio starting this Sunday. So, paunahan na lang, okay, kung saan kayo makakapag-book, be it Instagram or TikTok. I'm gonna release a short video about it, a tutorial video, probably tomorrow, para malaman ninyo how to do it. But yeah, the fee for it, if hindi kayo mananalo sa giveaway, 2025 transits is 1444. To everyone who's watching right now, kung gusto ninyong i-avail yung service, screenshot niyo lang yung itsura ko ngayon. Send niyo sa akin kapag nakapag-book kayo. I'll give you a 10% discount. Okay, so kung gusto niyo. Alright, at the same time, alright, if you guys will be joining my class on November 9, I will have a basics of astrology class naman. If naka-sign up na kayo or if gusto niyo pang humabol, the link is also in my Instagram account or i-message niyo ako sa TikTok kung hindi niyo makita. Magkaka-giveaway din ako doon. But in that class, it's not going to be transits only. It's a full natal chart plus transits. So if nag-enroll kayo sa class ko on November 9, the Basics of Astrology class, may giveaway din ako doon. I'm feeling really charitable. Charis. So yon. But yeah, if the class is 999, Cherry, if you have questions, you can if you can ask me here, sorry. Or if you follow me on Instagram, diretso ka na doon. My sign up form is in my link in my bio. Pero if hindi mo makita, message mo ako. I'll share it to you. The payment naman of the class is up until November 5. If medyo may hirapan kayo sa payment, just let me know. The class will be on November 9. It's going to be 10 a.m. up until 6:30 p.m. Pero if hindi kayo makakasali for the whole day, that's okay kasi the class will be recorded. Pwede ninyong balikan, pwede ninyong i-download as well. And you can also ask questions, additional questions about the class for at least a week pa sa akin. And I'm also gonna send the class deck. So, see, I'm very charitable. So, yun. Okay. If you guys will be joining me tomorrow naman sa live ko, I'm also gonna be doing a live tomorrow. Ang giveaway ko naman tomorrow is gonna be 2025 Year Ahead Tarot. So hopefully you guys can join me tomorrow as well. O, di ba? Ang dami kong pag-giveaway. Gusto niyo yun? I'm very charitable, Charis. So yon, anyway, tapos na akong dumaldal. As I mentioned, if you wanna get the 2025 transits kung di kayo mananalo, picturean niyo na ako ngayon, screenshot niyo na. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10% discount if you want to have it. Okay, so let's start. Let's do the giveaway. Unahin lang natin yung mga tao sa YouTube. Hello, YouTube people. What you guys need to do is, I want you to have a math problem. Kung sino yung pinakaunang makakasagot, yun yung mananalo ng giveaway. So, pabilisan tayo ng internet dito or pabilisan ng utak kasi this is math. Alright? So, hey, YouTube people. Alright, so we're gonna do math. Okay? Very, very easy lang naman. So, pabilisan na lang kayo. Okay? Are you guys ready? Ready na ba kayo? Get nyo na yung mga calculator nyo. Get nyo na yung mga calculator nyo or i-ready nyo na yung ano ninyo, yung Google ninyo. Alright, i-Google nyo na. Sa YouTube muna tayo, alright? YouTube muna tayo. Mamaya yung TikTok. Sa TikTok naman, we're gonna do a science question. Okay, mag-math muna tayo. Okay, hahanap lang ako kung anong pwede natin gawin. O, ready nyo na yung mga calculator nyo, guys, ha? Tapos pabilisan na lang tayo ng internet. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm gonna do a math question for you guys. And then, let me know kung ano yung answer. The first person who will answer correctly, that is going to be the person who will get the free 2025 transits. Okay? Madali lang to. Kuhain nyo lang yung mga calculator nyo. Okay? Alright. So the question is, wait lang. Wait, let me do this properly. Huh. Okay. 5. Wait. Wait. Okay. Okay, game. Mabilis lang 'to, okay? Delayed ba? Mabilis lang 'to. You guys ready? Okay, calculator, labas niyo na. Okay, i-Google niyo na. What is 3 raised to the power of 3? What is 3 raised to the power of 3? Madali lang 'to, guys. Kaya niyo 'yan. Oh, pak! Oh, may nanalo na. Alright. Ayan. Oh, excited yung iba. Mali yung sinagot. Okay, okay. So, yeah, the answer is 27. Jessame Parone got it correctly. Okay. Tapos na, tapos na. YouTube people, tapos na. Ayan. This is fun. Okay, so how did we do it? Okay, 3 raised to 3. Technically, it's 3 tapos may 3 tas sa taas. So 3 times 3 is 9 and then 9 times 3 is 27. So Jessame Parone got it correctly. Ayan. Jessame, message me please on Instagram or on TikTok kung ano man meron ka. Yes, yes. 3 raised to the power of 3. Ayan, okay. So, Jessame, message mo ako. Pag-usapan natin kung kailan kita isa-schedule. Alright. Make sure you have your birth time too. Okay, so that's for YouTube. Tapusin na natin, YouTube people. Yung mga nasa TikTok naman. Okay. Hindi ko lang to ititigil kasi I'm gonna save this for the live stream. Okay, TikTok people. Hi! TikTok people. Bukas, Miss Chloe, I'm gonna do it again here. Okay? I'm gonna do it again here. At least, yes, at least may 10% discount kayo sa mga naka-screenshot. Okay, let's go to TikTok and we're gonna do a science question naman. Gusto ko to, gusto ko to. Ayan. So, ready nyo na yung Google nyo, guys. Okay, it's gonna be Google. Alright. We're gonna do Google. Ayan, science naman tayo. Alright? Okay, ready na ba kayo? Science tayo. Hanap lang ako ng question. Wait. I love chemistry. Yun na yung unang hint ko sa inyo. I love chemistry. Alright, so mafi-filter. I don't think na it's gonna be filtered. We're gonna do chemistry, you guys. Alright, wait lang. Okay. Okay. You ready nyo na? Google ninyo para hindi kayo mahirapan. Okay, i-Google nyo na lang to. Okay. So we're gonna talk about chemistry. So ano yung una ninyong balancing? Balancing of atoms. Gusto nyo yan? No, it's not gonna be that hard. Okay. So chemistry question for TikTok people. Okay. So the first who will be able to answer my question is gonna be the person that will have a 2025 free 2025 reading. Okay. Wait lang. Kabisado ko naman to pero just to be sure. Okay. So, in the table of elements, table of elements. Ayan, periodic table, di ba? The periodic table of elements. What is the 23rd element? What is the 23rd element? You can do the sign or you can do the name. 23rd element. 23. Oh, may nanalo na. Okay, sabi ko kahit yung letter lang, yung sign, yung symbol niya lang. So we got Eliza. Hi, Eliza. So yeah, it's V, it's vanadium. Nakuha naman ng iba, kaso nauna si Eliza. So Eliza, hi, kindly message me here on TikTok or on Instagram. Para din, ayan, ma-schedule natin yung free 2025 transits mo. Anyway, congrats you guys. Kagaling ng mga tao na. No, we're just having fun para matuto din kayo. Okay, tomorrow, huwag kayong mag-alala. Tomorrow, we're gonna do another live. The live naman is going to be a tarot reading. Alright, so if you do guys have questions, we're gonna do a tarot reading tomorrow. And bukas naman yung giveaway natin is going to be a free 2025 year ahead tarot reading. So, dun sa mga hindi nanalo, huwag kayong mag-alala. Bukas naman, magkakaroon tayo ng history question tsaka ng grammar question. Gusto niyo yun? So, yan, aral na kayo, charis. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being with me for a very, very long time. This is fun. This is fun. Tomorrow naman, let's talk about as well like tarot, and then let's talk about Halloween. Let's talk about November 1. Okay, if meron kayong mga nakakatakot dyan, na mga kwento, kwento niyo sa akin para masaya. Anyway, it's 10:35 already. I'm a little bit sleepy. Gantong oras ang tita ninyo natutulog na. So, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you can join me again tomorrow. Alright? And again, if hindi ninyo naabutan yung November astrology, it can be available on my YouTube account. Click nyo lang yung link on my bio para mapanood ninyo ulit. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night. Love you guys. Bye.